Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the very first Comphalla Summer Series, Week 1. This is our first tournament in a series that will allow you to gather points for grand prizes in the final tournament. Today, I am Parathesia, and I am joined by Zaruga.
Hey guys, how's it going?
And it appears that our first game is going to be Kozilix and Tybo.
Yes, this is going to be our first game in the top 8 section of the bracket. Currently, the players are playing through to see who else is in. So far, the only ones that are in and confirmed is Kozilix, Tybo, and Convict, but the rest of the losers and winners brackets are... So we're going to be streaming Kozilix versus Tybo while we're waiting. And yeah, it should be a pretty hype match. I mean, they're both fantastic players, very high elo, very skilled.
Especially with Kozilix being the Lance rep for the Forge. Lots of Lance changes going through Kozilix. All right, Here we go. Kozilix with the Roland pick and Tybo with the Hattori pick.
Yeah, Tybo, actually, I think has been picking up Hattori recently. Same thing with Kozilix picking up Sir Roland. I know Kozilix had been playing Scarlet in the past, but he's switching over to Roland slowly, and his Roland is fairly strong. Tybo has been playing Yumiko, but I guess Hattori as well. I mean, he's been playing the game so long. He's got to have a lot of characters playing, but yeah, hopping in the first match, Mammoth Fortress.
Those high dex characters definitely seem to be his specialty. Tybo picks up the sword. Kozilix with the gold Skyforged lance, obviously. Both players feeling each other out.
And not really any damage yet, just playing very carefully in the neutral game, trying to get reads on somebody else. Tybo connects with the first sidelight, but both players playing quite reserved, more of a parry playstyle, which is what players typically do in the high level these days.
Especially now with these dodge and dash changes, a lot of high-level players have had to readjust their playstyles because you can't dodge so easily on the ground anymore.
Yeah, I mean, damage going left and right. Kozilix, with that 8 defense, though, is able to hold on to the stock a lot better, doing a lot more damage to Tybo. Tybo already in the orange.
That high defense character is definitely working out for Kozilix, hitting those sidelights and recoveries over and over again. There's another one.
Yeah, Sidelight Recovery, it's a fantastic tool because it is a true combo up to kill percent, and it does kill very easily. So it is a very usable combo.
Definitely. Tybo gets rid of the spear in favor of the sword. And hits a nice downlight into side air. Another side air. Is that the end for Kozilix? It does seem to be.
Yeah, despite Tybo being behind there, he got into the orange first. Kozilix was doing a good job doing damage, but Tybo just, with all his skill and experience, was able to take that back, do a great job just putting the pressure and the damage onto Kozilix, and actually took the stock first. Just his movement, look at this movement. It's fantastic movement, just doing a great job. Kozilix, though, will get the downlight side air, take out the stock, and even it up.
Kozilix picks up the lance once again. But Tybo does manage to get his sword with little opposition from Kozlix. Not very many big hits on anybody yet, feeling each other out once again.
Yeah, I mean, it was looking towards Kozlix, and then it was looking towards Tybo, and now it's just kind of both players feeling each other out. Tybo getting some nice damage here. These players are very evenly matched, I think.
Definitely.
What we can see. Tybo, though.
Nice sword play.
Great reads. Man, a lot of side airs. Great spacing. Kozlix kind of shutting down some of that aggression.
Kozlix seeming slightly unwilling to approach. Tybo's just chasing Kozlix all over the match with those sword side airs. Kozlix gets knocked off, edge guarded by Tybo, but does manage to get back up. A side sig from Tybo manages to pick up the kill onto Kozlix.
Yeah, Tybo again just playing fantastically here, doing a lot of spacing and a lot of reading on his opponent, being careful not to blindly aggress, especially against somebody like Kozlix. That I don't think blindly aggressing is quite the thing to do against him after playing against him a couple times. But Tybo just handling this match very well, almost getting a kill off the top there, actually putting some nice aggression on. Tybo handling this very well. Kozlix is not out of it though. He's got a chance
Definitely
here.
Not.
We've seen
any heavy hit on Tybo will kill.
Satyr is gonna
ground
connect.
pound from Kozlix
kill off the ground.
Misses.
It was dangerous.
Recovery does manage. Nice read from Kozlix. Tybo picks up the spear once again. We've definitely seen a lot more sword off of Tybo than spear. Hopefully he can manage to keep up his lead with that spear. Kozlix is getting small hits here and there off onto Tybo.
Yeah, Kozlix here is not completely out of it. Tybo though, catching a sidelight into a sidelight read, which makes him able to hit that downlight into side air completely true. Which is always a fantastic read to go for any spear players out there. Kozlix has done a good job though. He's gotten Tybo into the orange here. Tybo though doesn't need much to kill. Looking for maybe a downlight into a side air or something. Hits a side light, hits a neutral light. Not enough to kill, but definitely putting Kozlix into a very sweaty situation.
Any sig from Kozlix, however, is going to kill Tybo. With all that work that Tybo put in, doesn't seem to be adding up to too much, especially with Roland's high defense. Ground pound misses. But Tybo does hit the down air for the kill onto Kozlix and the win.
Wow, that was an impressive game. Tybo maybe switching it up to a Mordex here. I think he was doing a fantastic job with that sword, just with the spacing and the spear as well, spacing the reads, and everything was just great. Kozlix couldn't quite hold it out. Kozlix, though, I want to see him work that lance a little bit better. Maybe go for a little bit more risks. He seemed to be playing very, very safe, and I don't know if you can afford to do that. We'll see what Tybo does with his Mordex switch. I mean, he did just win, but maybe he thinks that the Mordex will be better considering he won by a little bit.
Definitely, because Tybo has already seen Kozlix's Roland playstyle. He might be better able to adapt to it with that Mordex. However, Kozlix has to adapt to a completely new character. With completely new weapons as well. No weapon from whatever he played last match remains on Mordex. Side light into recovery. Lots of neutral airs from Kozlix. It is a pretty good attack, covering a lot of area, but he hasn't been hitting as many of them as he would like, it seems. Down sig misses.
Kozlix here, he seems to be doing kind of what I said. He's going for, you know, a little bit less of a parry playstyle and actually deciding to aggress a little bit more, which is actually helping him and kind of doing a switch up on Tybo. And
Definitely.
he's been doing a good job with that lance, with those big hitboxes that he can throw out. Tybo's got to look for something. We saw how last game he was put into the orange first, but he adapted just so well and used a lot of spacing and stuff as he was just there to actually get the stock on Kozlix first. So we'll see. Kozlix in the orange.
Tybo is doing a nice job of evening up the damage, however.
Yeah, I mean, Tybo, his reads are great. He's good at adapting. His spacing is great. I think he just needs to sit down and just play like he has been right now, and he could have this.
Definitely. Kozlix is not going to make things easy on him, though. Both players looking for the killing blow. Neither have managed to get it just yet. Tybo does have a little bit more damage than Kozlix, but a Sig on any will kill.
Tybo just doing a great job using the Scythe kit here to just keep Kozlix on the side. We see it out of quite a few Scythe players. I think a Trophies a lot tends to go for those nairs and throwing back off the stage and then going for another read over and over again to kind of just cycle his opponent and keep them always on their toes. Because any slip up off the stage can result in a stock loss.
Definitely.
Kozlix did take out the first stock though. Tybo's got the gauntlets. He's looking for something. Doesn't need much to kill. Maybe some kind of signature, but not able to find much. I'd like to see maybe a recovery or something, especially against that lance that doesn't do as well with something below it. Although Kozlix aggressing with the lance off the stage.
And does manage to take out Tybo, giving Kozlix a stock advantage. However, Tybo seemed to throw out Sig after Sig with those gauntlets last stock, but could not connect any of them. Hopefully he doesn't make the same mistake with the Scythe. It's going to take a lot more than just a Sig or two to take out Kozlix.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tybo could come back against Dare there for a kill, but Kozlix is making this very hard. So Tybo, he's got to step up his game. He's got to play very safe, but he's got to play very well. I don't think any amount of passive parry can get you out of this situation.
Sidelight into recovery from Kozlix, but Tybo is managing to get off a few hits here or there against Kozlix, but it's not enough for the sheer amount of damage that Kozlix is doing with that lance. Clash. Side Sig from Kozlix almost knocks out Tybo, but not quite. Tybo has to pull something crazy off here if he wants a chance at winning against Kozlix.
Yeah, Kozlix has got him on the ropes here. Tybo, though, again, as I said, kind of cycling him out with those nairs and recoveries, just keeping him off to the side of the stage. Kozlix's recovery there on arm, though, is going to catch Tybo.
Very well played from both players.
Yeah, I mean, Tybo going back to the Hattori here, clearly I don't think he thinks the Mordex is a good pick, and I don't think it's Mordex's bad. He's doing good with Mordex, but I think that sword and that spear was doing really well with him with those reads and how well he adapted. And yeah, I'm excited to see how he does with this, considering he won the first game.
Yep. Tybo goes back to the Hattori, which is a good choice, especially because we saw how it fared the first time around. But I feel like he could have made Mordex work, like you said, if he had kept with it for a little bit longer.
Yeah, I don't think you can count Tybo's Mordex out of it. I think it could come back at some point.
Definitely.
Heck, I could face it in ranked and it could completely demolish me, but at the moment I think that Hattori seems to be a better choice for him.
Yep. He is doing a nice job racking up damage with that spear, but Kozlix doesn't have that much work to do with Hattori's low defense and Roland's high attack to get the same damage.
Tybo here, again, that switch up to Hattori, just doing a great job with this spear, keeping Kozlix spaced and getting some poke damage. Kozlix in the orange already, although he gets a side light recovery, kind of brings it back a little bit, but Tybo doing a great job spacing. Kozlix starting to bring it back, but
it's not going to be enough, especially from the amount of damage that Tybo has racked up. He's just denying Kozlix over and over anything that he wants to do. Any heavy hit from Tybo at this point will kill Kozlix. There's the side sig, but it didn't quite kill him. Goes for the down air, but gets blocked from the unarmed recovery from Kozlix. Neutral light. Another neutral light, but that one doesn't connect. Kozlix manages to make it back up on the stage while avoiding Tybo's neutral sig. Tybo is really looking for this kill option here.
And he does get it with the side sig there. Kind of struggling to find a kill option. Didn't find something quite clean, but after long enough, he did eventually find it.
But Kozlix did manage to rack up enough damage there to almost even things up. Any sig from Kozlix will kill at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tybo could actually put on a good lead here if he can play with enough reads and enough spacing. Sidelight recovery going to connect off Kozlix, but not going to kill. The next one definitely will, though.
Yeah.
So Tybo has got to keep his guard on. Can't get hit by a sidelight. Can't get hit by a signature.
He is doing a nice job of avoiding. Side air almost kills Tybo, but not quite. Tybo could use this opportunity to rack up some more damage on Kozlix if he manages to get his reads right. Let's see what happens. Tybo is really doing a nice job of avoiding all of Kozlix's hit, although he does manage to go down to the side light into recovery. He did rack up some damage on Kozlix though, so things could still go either way.
Kozlix doing a nice job, actually evening it up pretty much, taking some damage here. He kind of widens the gap, but he didn't really let Tybo get too much on him there, which was great. Both players kind of just looking for some damage here. Whoever can get the stock off first will have an advantage, especially if they don't take much damage at all. Tybo is slightly ahead right now. Both players just kind of looking for something.
Tybo is doing a nice job of racking up that damage, though. Kozlix needs to do some work if he wants to bring it back around. Neutral Sigrid from Tybo manages to pick up the kill on Kozlix. Tybo in orange on his second stock. Things aren't looking too good at Kozlix, but he could bring it back if he gets his reads right. However, with the way Tybo is playing, it's not going to be easy for him.
Tybo with his sword here, just doing a fantastic job keeping Kozlix on his toes and hitting him whenever he does something. Kozlix will recover back on the stage and Tybo will be there with a move. Kozlix will try and sidelight and he'll be there dodging and punishing it. Just fantastic for him to do and will probably result in him taking this.
Definitely. Some nice sword play. Both players hesitant to attack right now because they know this last few hits could mean the entire game. Nice light attacks from Kozlix. Throws out the down sig but does not connect. Neutral sig does not connect either. But he does manage to knock Tybo away from edge guarding. Side light into recovery, almost picks up the kill on Tybo, but not quite. Tybo blocks the recovery, does not manage to block Kozlix getting back up, and gets knocked out. However, Kozlix is already in red on his last stock. Most likely any sig from Tybo will kill.
Yeah. I'm betting Tybo's gonna go for an end sig here. Don't ask how. Unless he can just find something here. No, he found it there.
Yep.
Well, I mean, Tybo played that really well. Just spaced his opponent out, as I said. And it is a best of 5, so we will be doing the 2 more matches here. Tybo only needs 1 more to win. Kozlix has got to do 2 more. I think Tybo is right here, sticking with the Tori. He could take it out right here. Small Mammoth Fortress once again. Interested to see each time the players have picked Small Mammoth, not really switched up the map. I know a lot of people like Small Mammoth. I know I like Small Mammoth when playing in tournaments and things, but occasionally it's nice to have a fresh breath of air.
Definitely. And a lot of the times the maps can cause the difference in the game, especially with the small hole down the middle in, what is that map called again?
Thunderguard Stadium.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, not a lot of players, I think, go for Thunderguard or King's Pass or Great Hall in tournaments. We see a lot of Twilight Grove. We see a lot of Mammoth Fortress, some Shipwreck, and some Blackguard.
Those are definitely the favorites because of their flat stage. Tybo with the spear and Kozlix with the lance. Tybo doing a nice job with that spear of racking up damage. But Kozlix has managed to hold his own.
Tybo using the spacing just really, really well. Kozlix, although, getting a lot of sidelight recoveries in. Both players almost even. Tybo is slightly ahead, but Kozlix with that 8 defense. Tybo, though, goes for a sidelight into a read. I guess it was maybe a spot dodge read or something. But Kozlix ended up going for recovery. Pretty much the same thing. Hits on a sidelight into a jump side air, which I think not a lot of people do with spear, although I like to do it close to the edge like that. Not a lot of people expect it. They're expecting like a downlight or something, but jump side air is a really interesting follow-up. But it does end up killing kind of early there. I was surprised.
Once again, now is Tybo's chance to rack up some damage against Kozlix with this lead that he's gained. He's doing a nice job of avoiding Kozlix's hits, but is not doing a great job of getting hits off in return. Side air does not manage to kill, but if Kozlix plays this edge guard right, which he does not, Tybo can continue to rack up some damage here. Another side air from Kozlix, however, does manage to pick up the kill onto Tybo. Things are still relatively even, but Kozlix is in yellow.
Kozlix looking for something sneaky there, but not really able to find anything. Tybo does pick up the weapon, and he has the spear, which we've seen his spacing and his reads with. I think he can put this to work right here.
Definitely.
As you can see, he was just doing right there, just spacing Kozlix out, doing a good job, keeping him on the edge of his seat, not really getting hit. He's playing a very safe spear, very safe and spacey spear, which is working really well versus Kozlix's lanes.
Neutral Sig does not connect. Tybo is liking these side lights a lot, and they are connecting most of the time. They're working out for him. Kozlix is struggling to rack up any more damage on Tybo. Tybo's just doing a great job of avoiding everything. Most likely any Sig from Tybo will kill at this point. Let's see if he gets this edge guard. And he does with the recovery for the kill onto Kozlix, giving Tybo a distinct damage advantage, only in light orange, dark yellow on his second stock.
It was kind of interesting there. I watched Tybo pick up the weapon drop of the sword, and for a second there, he threw the sword up like he was going to take his, or he threw the spear up, and then acted like he was going to take the spear again, but then opted back for the sword. I think he could do it with either thing, but I think with how well his spear play is, he was like thinking about using it, especially against the lance since it has more range, but he did opt for the sword here, and he is putting it to good use.
But with that sword, he doesn't have to be so careful about spacing, unlike Spear. So since he has an extra stock to play with here, it might be a better option for him in terms of racking up more damage onto Kozlix.
Yeah, he's just done a fantastic job with the sword of putting on a lot of damage. Only needs something here, small here to kill. Side air is not quite going to do it.
Neutral Sig is.
Kozlix couldn't really find anything to get back there. Good games, good games.
Yes, definitely. A very good game played by both people.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to knock Kozlix down into the losers bracket to face against...
Let's take a look at them.
Looks like we have one game waiting to finish up to get our last for top 8 in the losers bracket. We will have... someone. Looks like it's going to be, I think, Marth versus Armas, and then whoever wins that is going to go up against Squared, and then Kozlix will face that person. I do believe next we will have the Black Ninja versus Convict, if I'm not mistaken.
Here we go. Yeah. So Kozlix versus Tybo. Kozlix won that one. We're waiting for him to finish up on Smash.gg. Then the winner of Black Ninja versus Convict should be the one facing off against Kozlix. Then we're waiting on Zexus and TurboZac down below in the losers bracket. Ladies and gentlemen, donating is definitely an option because donating helps go to improving the stream quality and our tournament production in Comphalla. So if you have any extra money to give, don't hesitate. Oops, I'm sorry. I misspoke. I meant to say Tybo won. So it should be Tybo moving on to the next one against the winner with Black Ninja or Convict. Now we're just waiting on our next game.
Okay. Yes, we will be right back.
All right, everybody, and welcome back. This time we have Convict versus the Black Ninja. The Black Ninja from Gentleman Gaming and Convict from Bethord. Convict.
Yeah, both Diamond players here. I don't think they're quite as high as Tybo and Koslix. Don't quote me on that, but
yeah, not too sure about that myself either, but they're still both definitely very good players.
Definitely fantastic players. Definitely people to watch out for. They made it all the way this far, and now they have to face off against each other. Definitely gonna be a hype match. Winner's side. Are you guys ready? I'm ready.
Definitely ready for this to go.
Yeah. Speak of the devil, we have Thunderguard this time. As I said, not a map you see very often picked. Interested to see it picked. Mirage on the Black Ninja. Convict has an Asuri. Convict putting on some nice damage here in the beginning. Both players grab the weapons. Let's see how this goes.
Mirage is definitely a very good player with that scythe, very good character with that scythe, excuse me. But Convict can definitely win this easily with that Asuri if he manages to avoid all of Black Ninja's attacks, or most of them. Nice string from Black Ninja catching Convict's dodge. Tries to go for the egg drop and misses.
Both players pretty even here, just doing a nice job spacing each other out and reading each other out. I think it's going to be down, this first stock is going to be down to whoever gets that kill move first. It's going to be like they're up there and doing damage to each other until somebody dies. Definitely. Very evenly matched players.
But there's definitely Gimp potential from Convict with those guitars. He's already shown to be pretty proficient with them. But down airs from Black Ninja are not going to make things too easy on him.
Yeah, Black Ninja putting those downers to work. The player is playing a lot, very risky over by the edge.
Definitely.
Playing it well though. None of them have Z'd or gotten gimped yet. So both players clearly very competent in the edge. But
definitely.
See if that comes back to bite one of them.
Black Ninja connects the unarmed recovery for the first kill on the Convict. However, any heavy attack from Convict will knock out Black Ninja. Convict picks up the guitars again and goes for the grab to cancel neutral sig, but does not connect. There's also Gimp potential with Black Ninja's scythe. Gets a dodge read, but does not manage to follow up with a string. Side sig from Convict does manage to pick up the second kill onto Black Ninja. The second game kill, the first kill from from Convict, excuse me.
Yeah, both players almost dead even right now. Black Ninja a little bit ahead. Both players just kind of looking for stuff. Again, both players playing on the edge and not afraid to use that edge.
Although we do see Convict hanging out a little bit more on that edge rather than Black Ninja, but Black Ninja is doing a good job of adapting to it. Ground Pound does not connect from Convict, and Black Ninja down airs Convict pretty deep off the stage, but does not manage to pick up the kill. Nice string from Black Ninja. Still does not manage to pick up the kill on the Convict. Side stick from Convict does not connect. Black Ninja almost gets another string, but Convict avoids. Clash does manage to pick up the kill onto Convict. However, Black Ninja is still in red on his second stock, so things could still go either way. Side air from Convict. Side sig does not connect. Convict is really looking for these kill options here, but is not finding them.
Yeah, I mean, Black Ninja's just been doing a good job getting damage on, not taking too much damage, holding onto that stock really well. Gets hit by a Sayer there, and it's gonna kill without even having to have that weapon throw. Convict isn't out of it, especially if he gets a Gimp or something, but
Convict has to show off some nice guitar or sword play here to even up the damage against Black Ninja. Ground Pound from Black Ninja does not connect. Convict gets a few guitar hits, but not enough to do any significant damage, especially with Asuri's low attack. Downlight into Ground Pound does manage to pick up the kill onto Convict, however, giving Black Ninja the first win. Convict is going to have to change his playstyle or character significantly if he wants a chance at beating Black Ninja. However, well played from both people.
Okay.
All right.
Yep. So it looks like Black Ninja is going to be sticking on the Mirage here. Convict saying give me a second to chat, so just be sitting here for a second, I guess. Chilling. That was definitely a close game. The Black Ninja just kind of took it out in the end there a little bit, but it wasn't like a very decisive game. It was back and forth throughout the entire thing. Neither player is out of it. Both players are fantastic, just doing a great job. Convict hovering over a Teros, possibly?
Completely different
the Teros?
It's a completely different character from Asuri. It'd be interesting to see how he plays it. But he does decide to go with Nyx.
Yeah, I mean, choice. He has a level 25 Nyx, so clearly has some experience with Nyx. Not a very low level character. I don't know much about either of the players and what they pick, so we'll see.
Twilight Grove is our map of choice this time around. Different from those flat surfaces that we normally see with that ledge at an angle. It'll be interesting to see how they abuse that, especially with sides on both sides.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Black Ninja immediately gets the spear. Convict gets his guns. Let's see how Convict manages to play this Nyx. Both getting off light hits onto each other. Convict doing a decent job of racking up damage. However, the damage does remain even on both sides.
Yeah, the switch here from Convict seems to be working out pretty well. He's using that scythe quite effectively. Both players still pretty even, but we'll see what he can do. I know it's especially hard when you're trying to play anything. You switch from one character straight into another, especially if you've been playing that one character for the rest of the tournament. But he seems to be taking the change well. Both players, again, very, very even.
Convict fishing for that grab to cancel neutral sig, but has not managed to get it. Side sig connects for the kill on the Black Ninja. How much damage?
That was quite an early kill, actually. It was the dark orange, but still, when you consider some people that struggle to kill, Convict does get taken out though by an unarmed side air from the Black Ninja, almost evening it up. The Black Ninja a tiny bit behind. We'll see what happens.
Black Ninja with his scythe struggling to get hits off on the Convict.
Yeah, Convict doing a good job here with blasters, just keeping Black Ninja spaced. Leaving that space there to do safe poke, although Black Ninja hitting some strings. Goes for a risky neutral sig there, doesn't connect.
Almost gets gimps himself, but does manage to get back up.
Yeah, it was quite risky there under the stage. He did have enough to get back up, but especially scary when you're in a tournament. There's already enough nerves, and something like that's happening. Good that he did make it back, though. Again, both players, look how even it is. They're almost on the exact same damage. The exact same stock. Exact same weapon.
The string potential with these scythes are going to make the entire difference on who wins this game. Since both players are so even, like you said. Both players hesitating to approach, though. Convict throws out the scythe in favor of the guns. Goes for a side sig, but gets blocked by Black Ninja's sidelight. Convict moving to the other side of the stage again. Gets a nice weapon throw string onto Black Ninja, but the damage remains extremely even. Any sig from either side will kill at this point. Down sig slide misses. But the recovery from Convict does connect, and the weapon throw for the kill onto Black Ninja. However, with the damage that Convict has racked up already, any heavy hit from Black Ninja could even up the game once again.
Yeah, I mean, it still is very even. Convict here on the edge does get ground pounded. Very even. Black Ninja is a little bit behind in damage, but does have the weapon. Both players have Scythe again. Yeah, I mean, anybody's game. I agree with what you said earlier. It's going to be down to whoever can get that nice string and just put out that damage.
Both players are trying to get the reads, but even when they do, they're not managing to keep up a string. Just like that. Ground pound from Convict completely misses. Black Ninja trying to edge guard. Manages to get a hit off, and another hit. But damage is still extremely even. The game could go either way. Nice string from Black Ninja. Black Ninja does have the damage advantage now. Convict is going to have to pull out some nice strings if he wants to even it up once again. Side sig from Black Ninja does not connect. However, the side sig from Convict does connect. Down light connects. Unarmed recovery, and the damage is even once again. Wow. I really thought that Black Ninja had taken the lead here, but Convict managed to pull things back around. And now both players unwilling to approach. Convict hanging out on the side. However, now with this new, not really new, but somewhat new wall tech, he needs to come up for air eventually.
Yeah, both players. It's quite an awkward situation to get into. I know there's been a lot of problems in Brawlhalla with this. It does sometimes work.
Sometimes. As you can see there, it did not. Side air.
Yeah, I mean, he is ahead on damage, so it is a little bit safer just in case the Black Ninja goes over for an egg drop or something. But,
both players extremely unwilling to approach. Any heavy hit from either side will kill. Black Ninja goes for the ground pound, but Convict completely avoids it. Convict really liking that edge over there. Side air, recovery misses. Side air misses.
Yeah, Black Ninja's actually done like a
Goes for
fantastic
the
job
ground pound,
holding onto the stock here.
but Black Ninja does not manage to punish. Ground pound from Convict gives Convict the win on this match. So that edge guarding really did, or that hang out on the edge really did help out Convict in the end game. Very well played from both people. Black Ninja picks a Nash this time around. Alright, and here we go with the next map striking. Small Blackguard Keep is our map of choice. Convict stays with the Nyx as it worked out pretty well for him the last game, but Black Ninja goes for the Nash this time around.
3, 2,
Yeah, Black Ninja's switching it up. Maybe a little bit salty about that loss. Nash is quite a powerful character right now. Some spear nerfs did hit, but he has been kind of powerful throughout. Interested to see what he can do with it, especially since it's such... hammer is quite a different weapon from the scythe. Still with that spear, though.
The Convict gets off some nice strings on the Black Ninja, once again almost gimping him, but Black Ninja is doing a decent job of getting back up. But the damage is not even. And Convict does get that Scythe Gimp. Very well played on Convict's side. Black Ninja has some work to do because Convict has that full stock advantage.
Yeah, that's going to put the lead really far ahead for Convict, especially if he can start to get some strings here and just put on a lot of damage. It's got to be a little bit aggravating for Black Ninja on the receiving end of that as well after just losing that last game. Although, Black Ninja with the egg drops here.
And it does
make quite an early kill, almost evening it up. That's crazy.
As we've said before, these players are extremely even, and was one gimps, the other does as well. Game could still go either way. However, Convict does have the damage advantage and hits the gravity cancel neutral Sigma he's been looking for so much into ground pound for the kill, giving him another stock advantage. Let's see if Black Ninja can pull off these egg drops once again.
Yeah, Black Ninja going in for something deep here. Convict just trying to find something out of it.
Doing a good job. Neutral Sig from Convict connects. Convict has a distinct lead here. Ground pound from Black Ninja doesn't push Convict too far, but the side sig pushes Black Ninja very far off the map. Recovery from Convict. And ground pound from Convict picks up the kill onto Black Ninja. One more win for Convict and he takes the game.
I'm interested to see if the Black Ninja sticks with the Nash or switches it up, or what he does. Looks like maybe an Artemis here. Back to the Scythe, but this time switching to a Lance. Maybe able to space out a little bit better the Lance or play something different.
However, Lance has a history of not being very easy to play on the edge, and with the amount that Convict has been hanging out on the edge, Black Ninja is going to have to show off some Lance proficiency if he wants a chance at gimping.
2, 1, brawl!
Looks like Convict here getting some early damage and grabbing a weapon guarding, grabbing another weapon, looking for something off the edge here. The Black Ninja, though, as well, looking for something. Not quite able to find it, goes in deep. Doesn't make it. Both players still holding on to the stage. Gonna come back up as if nothing happened, pretty much.
Yeah, that was an extremely close call for both players. Let's see if Black Ninja can pull off some nice Scythe play to give him a chance at winning this. Nice Scythe egg drop? I don't know if that's what it's called, but...
I mean, typically an egg drop, yeah, would be that, so...
Neutral light. Neutral sig does not connect. Ground pound from Lance gets punished by Convict's Scythe recovery. Convict is weapon guarding once again. Convict has a damage advantage, but Black Ninja connects the unarmed ground pound. Does not manage to pick up the kill. Down sig does not connect. However, the damage is even once again. This Artemis pick is actually doing a decent job of working out for him, unlike the Nash pick. Unarmed side air for the kill.
Yeah, I mean, Black Ninja switching up to the Artemis here is actually working just fine. All of his characters just seem to work fine. He's just gotta find something and pull it out here. Looking for something with Lance, not quite finding anything. Sidelight recovery, though, is gonna get the kill. Again, that's a really reliable combo. Is true up to kill percentage, just works really well. And it worked in that situation. He's got the Scythe now. Can do something with it. Both players have Scythes. Fairly even.
Both players showing off some nice strings, and Convict's hanging out back on that edge once again. Let's see if Black Ninja is able to punish this insane Scythe play from Convict. Convict goes for the Gimp off the side, but has not managed to pull it off. Black Ninja doing a decent job of racking up damage on the Convict. Things are very even. But Black Ninja has gotten into red from Convict's Scythe. Side air knocks Convict off the stage, and the side sig gives Black Ninja the lead.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Continuing on with the battle, Convict does manage to even things up once again. Both players are in white on their last stock.
Yeah, I mean, the game has been real even here once again. Both players playing really well. Black Ninja's got a little bit more ground to cover here to take it back, but with that Scythe, he could get a couple reads and a nice string, and he could be on his way to another win.
Definitely.
As he's doing here. Just doing a great job getting little strings in, getting little reads.
But the game is still too close to tell who's going to emerge victorious. Both players feeling each other out once again, but Black Ninja does manage to get off a nice Scythe string onto Convict. Downsig does not connect. Convict is already in dark orange, light red on his last stock. Black Ninja doing a nice job of edge guarding. Unarmed recovery from Convict connects, getting him off the edge, but he just goes right back to the other side to get back on the edge again. Ground pound for Black Ninja does manage to kill, giving Black Ninja the second game.
Looks like we'll be going to game 4 in a best of 5. Definitely a really tense game. Black Ninja actually sticking with that Artemis. Convict has not locked in a character yet.
And Convict goes with Cassidy this time around. Interesting choice.
Especially since he's actually been playing pretty well with the Knicks. Switching up to the Cassidy could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. We'll just have to see how it plays out. 9 decks Cassidy as well, not something we see very often. We'll see how both players go into Twilight Fortress.
1, brawl.
All right.
Black Ninja right here with the scythe does actually get the gimp. Just nice reads there off the edge. Convict has got to do something here. Not that he can't do it with Cassidy. I know Cassidy is a very strong force with all that dexterity, and the weapons can get a lot of damage on very fast and can get some early kills with that hammer, but we'll have to see what he does.
Definitely. Nice string from Black Ninja with that lance. Black Ninja's Artemis pick has shown to be very effective against this Cassidy and against the Knicks before. Especially for him being such a low level.
As I said there, Convict didn't need too much with that hammer, and the Black Ninja ended up, I think, side-airing under the stage for some reason, and Convict just capitalized on that fully and got a recovery, and Black Ninja could make it back up. Black Ninja's still ahead, though. Convict's trying to take it back, though, hitting a lot of stairs here, just using that dexterity and that damage to do a lot. Black Ninja, though, does get a ground pound.
Giving Black Ninja the lead once again. We'll see if Convict is able to pull anything out to get the win. He's definitely favoring this hammer over the blasters, and it is working out for him pretty well. If he can knock out Black Ninja pretty soon here, he could have a chance at winning this, and if Convict wins this one, it's all over for Black Ninja.
Yeah, Convict definitely isn't out of it, although the Black Ninja says no, he is. Commentator's curse. Black Ninja getting a ground pound, taking a Convict, going to take the set.
Very well played by both players.
Yeah, very close.
We really thought that Ninja was going to be the loser here, but Convict struggled against the Ninja's Artemis pick.
And I believe with that, we will be right back.
And welcome back, everybody. Now we're going to have our battle versus TurboZac and Zexus. And don't forget, donations to the stream are greatly appreciated, but of course not required. Donations go to helping improve the stream quality and tournament payout. All right.
Yes, indeed. Oh.
Let's get back into our tournament. This time it's a best of 3. So these players are going to have to put in some fast work if they want to win this. Can't have a short turnaround like the last game.
Looks like TurboZac will be on a level 72 Lucian, and Zexus will be on a level 70 Hattori. Quite high level characters. Both players probably very experienced. I don't know too much about any of the players. I've seen them around. I've seen them doing well. I've seen them in ranked, but I don't know the most. So, yeah, Zexus. Interesting to see the speed stance in Hattori.
Yeah.
Quite standard force stance there from TurboZac. Characters or players going into Shipwreck Falls.
Shipwreck Falls, a very flat map with small sides, so not a lot of edge camping or guarding is going to be going on this time around, most likely. Zexus gets the spear, and TurboZac gets the blasters and reads Zexus's dodge. Turbo has a little bit of an advantage already, but players still have yet to determine who's going to be the one on top. Recovery from TurboZac almost connects, but not quite. Blocks a neutral sig from Zexus. 2 ground pounds from Turbo. TurboZac's blasters are proving to be quite a difficulty for Zexus to deal with.
Yeah, Zexus has been taking a lot of damage here. TurboZac putting a lot of pressure on, doing a really good job. Looking for a kill move here. Katars aren't exactly the best weapon. Hits a side sig, though, to take the advantage.
That attack stance on TurboZac is just definitely going to help out with Hattori's low defense, especially with Lucian only having 3 attack.
Yeah, Lucian does not have much attack, but if you can put on the pressure and use the spacing in his weapons really well, you can put on a lot of damage and make up for it just like you have a lot of force. Zexus putting on damage here, but TurboZac able to get him into the dark yellow before losing that stock. Zexus taking out a down sig there.
TurboZac gets the guitars once again. The guns did seem to be working out a little bit better for him. Let's see if he picks up the guns once again. Zexus doing a nice job of evening up the damage. Another extremely even game. Both players have to be careful about losing matches though, as this is only a best of 3. Neutral sig from TurboZac connects. Another ground pound, but the recovery does not connect.
Yeah, Zex is kind of in trouble here. Doesn't have a weapon. TurboZac's doing a good job guarding. Does pick up a weapon, but TurboZac, all he needs is some kill here. Lucian does kind of struggle with kills. Does get a recovery there, though. One of the best kill moves on blasters. We'll stick with the blasters there. Throwing away the guitars, opting for the blasters, which I don't blame him for.
Yeah. Yeah, TurboZac is definitely shown to be slightly more proficient with his blasters than his guitars, although it definitely does depend on the player you're facing as well. Zexus is struggling to get this kill move on TurboZac, although is getting a few light attacks here and there. Down air. And the down sig connects for the kill on the TurboZac. Even things up once again, but TurboZac does have the damage advantage.
Yeah, and TurboZac, because he set it up that way, does pick up the blasters again. Looks like he's been doing well with the blasters and has been liking the blasters in this matchup. We'll see what he can do. The only issue I can see is they kind of struggle with kill moves unless you hit a recovery or a signature. Both players pretty even in damage though. Oh, Zexus hitting a neutral sig there. Kind of putting TurboZac into a sticky situation, but he does get back.
Game can still go either way. Recovery from Zexus knocks TurboZac pretty high, but does not pick up the kill. Down sig from Zexus almost knocks out TurboZac, but not quite. Another down sig does not connect. Both players playing carefully. Sword side air knocks Zexus Turbo off, and does manage to pick up the kill, giving Zexus the win. If Zexus wins this next one, he moves on. So Turbozak has to be careful about how he plays this.
Yeah, Turbozak was playing that really well. Just Zexus kind of got the better of him with the sword at the end there. Just doing a good job spacing, getting the damage out, hitting some well-placed SIGs. Turbozak played really well, actually opting for the speed stance now. Interested to see that switch up. Both players be playing with 9 speed. How about that in this meta?
Wow.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Now that each player knows the other's play styles, we'll see how they change around their own to adapt.
2, 1, brawl.
Turbozak gets his guitars, definitely not the favored weapon, but we'll see how he fares with them. And Zexus is doing a nice job with his sword. Yes, like I said, Turbozak throws away the guitars and grabs the guns once again.
Zexus is just doing a good job with pressure and spacing there, waiting out his opponent, baiting out moves, and hitting, using that spacing of a Timon player. Hitting a neutral sig there might just kill, not quite gonna go. Oh, it will kill. Turbozak falling off there. Turbozak quite far behind now, not impossible to make it back, but definitely difficult against such a strong player with that sword.
Yeah, now that Zexus has started to realize how Turbozak is playing, he's definitely doing a better job of adapting and racking up damage on Turbozak. I feel like a lot of the way that Turbozak racked up damage in the early game last time around was through reads. And Zexus is definitely avoiding a lot of those reads with his sword, doing a nice job of spacing.
Yeah, Turbo just hit a nice down sig there for a decently early kill on Zexus, starting to bring it back from the disadvantage he had in the first place, and opting for these guitars now, doing a really good job with those reads.
But Zexus is managing to keep the damage up on Turbozak without taking much of his own. Knocks Turbozak off, but does not manage to get the edge guard. Well, I spoke too soon. He does manage to get the edge guard. Giving Zexus another stock advantage. Turbozak is going to have to be careful how he plays this, because it could be all over for him right here.
Yeah, Turbozak, again, playing really well, but Zexus' spacing is just kind of overwhelming him. His reads have been very well, his control has been very well. Turbozak has taken a lot of damage here, and Telt almost none. Looking for a down sig, couldn't quite hit it. Building up damage slowly, but I don't think it's fast enough.
Even if Turbozak doesn't manage to get these reads turned around, Zexus needs very little to pick up the kill at this point. It may be too late for Turbozak, but we can still turn it around. We'll have to see. Zexus is seeming to have a little bit more trouble picking up hits on Turbozak. It's the sword hits the sword throw and the side air, but that gives Zexus the win right there. Very well played by both people, and we will be back in just a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Comphalla Summer Series. How's everybody doing? Next up, we're going to have Coslex versus Squared in the loser's side of top 8. Both, again, very good players. Coslex on that roll-in that we saw him on all tournament, playing strong. Squared on a Koji. We'll see how it goes.
That high dex versus Roland's low speed. Although he does have the speed stance, Koji is going to be an interesting pick against Roland. Kozilek's, hopefully he can show some nice lance play once again, but Squared could show off some nice bow or sword play. Don't know which weapon he favors yet, but we'll see soon enough. And here we go into the first game.
3, 2.
Yeah, Mammoth Fortress again, quite a favorite map as we've seen in the tournament. Got a refreshing break from it the past couple of matches, but back to it. Squared has got a bow, Coslex has got a lance. Both players are looking for something.
Squared doing some nice damage on Kozilek so far, getting some nice bowstrings onto Kozilek. Kozilek struggling to get off damage, although he does hit his generic side light into recovery.
Yeah, I mean, sidelight recovery is a really good thing. Squared has been doing a really good job here, keeping him spaced and doing quite a bit of damage. Hitting a down sig there. Yeah.
Squared racking up a lot of damage on Kozilek, although that high defense is definitely proving to be a struggle for Squared so far. Kozilek's unwilling to approach, trying to get that weapon, but Squared is doing a nice job of weapon guarding. Throws out the bow in favor of the sword, stops Kozilek from getting this weapon.
Yeah, it was kind of sad that that was an exhausted recovery there. If that was not an exhausted recovery, very well could have just knocked Kozilek out. Kozilek is going to fall there, though. Squared's been playing very well, a lot of good spacing. Kozilek's got to step up his game a little bit. Gotta see something a bit more out of him. He hasn't been playing bad, but Squared has been outplaying him a little bit.
Definitely. However, Squared is already in red. Kozilek could turn things around pretty easily with that sword. But Kozilek does hit the side light into recovery. Not quite for the kill on Squared just yet, surprisingly. Squared's showing some nice bow play. Kozilek does hit the side air, almost for the kill once again. Kozilek is really struggling to get this kill. Squared doing a nice job with that bow of staying alive.
Yeah, Squared just holding onto that stock really well, putting on a little bit of damage here and there. Not doing a lot, but all those little things are going to add up in the end to potentially even Kozilek in the orange or red, or even another kill before he loses the stock. Hits a great read there. Kozilek's looking for something, hits an air, not quite gonna kill. Just looking for something, can't really find anything.
Squared is already in deep red. Kozilek really has to get that killing blow here. And neutral air is not that. There we go, finally hits the side light for the kill onto Squared. However, he has racked up a lot of damage already.
Again, yeah, Squared just playing really nice there, doing little pokes left and right. Has put Koslix into the orange here, putting him at quite an advantage. Koslix hitting his maybe new claim to fame, side late recovery, now that we don't have the Vape Nation downstick anymore.
Yeah.
There is again, side late recovery. Looking for more things. Squared just trying to find something in there. Maybe looking for a bow to try and get some nice far hitboxes, some range. But Koslix not letting him even come back down to the stage.
Bow has already been shown to be Squared's strong points. Koslix hits the recovery for the kill, but he does seem to be throwing it away whenever he gets it for some reason. Like I said, Koslix was able to bring this around, but things could still go either way, especially with the damage that Koslix has. Koslix is doing a great job of adapting to Squared plays style. Excuse me.
Play style.
Yes, English is good.
I swear it's my first language.
Squared hanging out on the edge there, trying to get that killing blow onto Koslix, but Koslix is not making things easy on him. Hits the sword throw for the kill. Very well played for Squared, but he has racked up a little bit of damage already. He has some work to do to bring Koslix down to where he is at, especially with that high defense.
Yeah, I mean, Squared was behind there a little bit, but he's starting to bring it back really well, doing some nice reads. Koslix did end up stepping up his game, but Squared is kind of coming back and saying, no, you haven't stepped it up enough. We'll see who takes it out. Koslix a little bit ahead on damage, but Squared is putting in a lot of recoveries.
Sidelight into recovery once again. Let's see if Squared is able to turn things around. He is struggling a little bit here against Koslix's lance, but nobody has really shown a distinct advantage in this battle so far. We'll see if he's able to turn it back around. Getting a few light hits here and there off on Koslix. Squared has basically evened the damage up once again. Koslix still has a little bit of an advantage though. However, that advantage seems to be gone. Any heavy hit from either side will be the kill. Koslix misses the side air.
Yeah, Squared went for a downsig there. Gonna get taken out by Koslix's side air. Koslix takes the first game.
The winner of this
1-0.
one will decide who wins this match.
Yes, it is in fact best of 3.
Squared PH taking his time picking a legend. Maybe he'll show a swap.
Oh, it's best of 5. Okay.
Oh, it is? I'm sorry. So we still have a few more games to go. Both players are pretty much in the green. Squared taking his time, like I said, picking this next legend. We might see a switch coming out. We saw that Ember pop up there for a second. Nope, but he does indeed stick with the Koji. And here we go, on to map striking.
Wow, Small Mammoth Fortress was taken down, leaving only Great Hall, King's Pass, and Twilight Grove open. I'm expecting Twilight Grove, just from what I've seen, but we could see something else. Yeah, and Twilight Grove, both players, same characters, same stance, same skins, same colors.
Everything stays the same as we continue into the next match.
3, 2, 1.
Both players still have space to lose. So things are not getting too intense just yet. However, as the games continue forward, they will be sure to. Squared with his bow, Koslix with his lance, as usual. Both players feeling each other out once again. Damage is pretty even at this point. Players are feeling each other out more than anything. No decisive plays have been made.
Yeah, Squared actually doing a good job getting recovery reads here. Just kind of waiting for Koslix to go up and then looking for recovery. Gets a nice read there with a side air. Not able to really capitalize much after that. Koslix hitting that famed side light recovery. Is that a thing with Koslix now? Squared though, with a neutral sig to nair Koslix off the top. Did I say nair? I meant nail. Man, I'm good.
Nail?
Yes, nail Koslix off the top.
Alright. Squared has not taken too much damage so far, although he has racked up a little bit here. He could definitely use this opportunity to get more damage off on Koslix, making things easier for him in later stocks.
Yeah, Squared doing a nice job, kind of just feeling Koslix out still, but finding ways to get in little bits of damage here and there, and potentially looking to take out this stock, giving him a 2-stock lead. Definitely playing a lot better in the second stock than he did last game. Koslix is looking for a kill move, most likely a recovery.
But Squared has already racked up the damage advantage that he needs to be able to have a better chance of winning this game. Koslix is already in red on a second stop. Squared almost has a complete stock advantage here. Nice recovery, picks up the kill on the Koslix. Squared having hardly racked up any damage at all on his second stock. Things are not looking too good for Koslix, but the games can still go either way as Koslix can afford to lose one more.
Yeah, Squared just used that first stock really, really well, putting in a lot of damage on that first stock, and then using that second stock to take out Koslix's second stock, just giving him that lead. Koslix actually even doing a little bit better right now, but Squared has kind of got the stocks to spare. Not that he wants to let his guard down, but Koslix kind of juggling him a lot, looking for a lot of recoveries and nairs, and it's working. But
definitely,
Squared
Koslix
is looking for a way around it.
He's done a good job of evening up this damage again. Although Squared can afford to mess around on this stock because he has the extra one remaining. Throws away the bow in favor of the sword. That has been working out for him pretty well. Koslix is playing very carefully, as he should be, especially with that stock that he needs to take off of Squared. Side air does pick up the kill onto Squared, evening up the stocks once again, but Koslix does have a distinct damage disadvantage. Neutral air from Squared knocks Koslix up, but misses the downsig. See if Koslix is able to turn this back around. Squared showing some nice bow play. Surprised he's sticking with the bow because of the proficiency that he's shown with the sword.
Yeah, I think you might like the bow just a little bit better versus that lance pick. Bow's got a little bit more range against that lance, and the lance has got a lot of range as well.
Definitely.
He's been hitting a lot of good recovery reads, although Koslix putting in some damage here. Side night recovery.
Game could still go either way. Squared struggling to get that killing blow off on the Koslix. Nice sword throw, though. Knocks Koslix off. The Koslix does manage to get back up.
Yeah, went for a second sword throw there. Didn't quite connect, but has done enough damage on the Koslix that he's looking for an unarmed kill at this point.
Yep.
Picking up a weapon there is going to hit one of those recoveries that he's been going for to punish that recovery off of Koslix, and it is going to get the kill. Currently 1-1 in the best of 5. I mean, it can go either person's way at this point, honestly.
Definitely. Both players have shown to be very proficient with their own weapons. So we'll see how this goes. It'll be interesting to see if either player decides to swap up legends again. Squared sticks with the Koji. We'll see if Koslix sticks with Roland. I know he loves that lance, so I wouldn't be surprised if he did, as he does. And we're off to either Thunderguard. Nope, we're in Small Mammoth Fortress this time around. That flat stage, definitely good for Koslix's favored side light into recoveries.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
And here we go. Kozlix gets the lance immediately. Squared has yet to pick up a weapon, but does get his bow.
Yeah, I mean, both players, again, probably going to be feeling out a little bit. Squared hitting damage on Kozlix, hitting some nice downlights, keeping the spacing really well, and getting good follow-ups. Kozlix trying to put in something, but not able to find much. Oh, as I say that, sidelight recovery, who would have guessed? Yeah.
Squared is doing a nice job with that bow and manages to hit the neutral air for the kill. Neutral sig, I'm sorry, for the kill onto Kozlix. But he does have a bit of damage himself. Kozlix could turn this around pretty easily. Kozlix with the sword hits the down sig. Does not manage to pick up the kill. Squared does not have enough damage yet. Squared just waiting for a weapon to fall so he can continue racking up damage. Kozlix hits the recovery, but does not manage to knock out Squared, as Squared does pick up his bow. Kozlix has to be careful how he plays this, and does hit the sidelight into recovery for the kill, evening up the game once again. Unfortunately, Squared did not use that opportunity to get some more damage off on Kozlix, as Kozlix is just doing a good job of getting those killing blows onto Squared.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost evened up again. Squared doing damage here. Kozlix just about evened it up, though, with that string.
Damage is extremely even.
Yeah, blows going by to left and right. Both players just doing a great job with spacing and everything, but no player has really found anything above the other player.
Kozlix is doing a better job of reading some of Squared's bowstrings. Squared switches to the sword and avoids Kozlix's ground pound. Hits the unarmed recovery. Both players, the damage is extremely close. Squared throwing out 2 sigs there. Does not connect either, and Kozlix knocks him off the stage with that side air. But Squared does hit the bow ground pound for the kill onto Kozlix. Always satisfying to see that hit. Battle continues on. Kozlix doesn't need a lot to knock out Squared, as he does with the side air. And picks up the lance. Squared gets the bow once again. The bow does seem to be his favorite weapon here. We'll see how he fares against Kozlix's lance. The damage is still extremely even, and both players can afford to lose one more.
Squared has been doing a lot of recovery reads, if you haven't noticed. Just with how much, I guess, of a juggly playstyle Kozlix has been playing, using a lot of recoveries and theirs. Squared hitting a side sig there, putting a lot of damage on Kozlix. Great read there with the downlight, goes in for a ground pound, not quite gonna hit. Kozlix though, comes for a ground pound to follow it up, gonna give it by there, and it's actually gonna take him out. Squared takes the game. It's gonna be 2-1 in favor of Squared in the best of 5. Squared only needs 1 more. Kozlix gotta win 2 more to take this out. But yeah, as I was saying, Squared kept hitting those bow recoveries, just doing a real job getting the reads on his movement and how he was floating, and just capitalizing on that to get reads.
Kozlix does go back to his old favorite Scarlet. We might see some more down sigs coming out of that lance.
Possibly. I mean, I know it was nerfed recently, and I saw a heavy drop in the amount of down sig that he did use, but there's a potential to see it. Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Definitely. Here we go. If Squared wins this one, he wins the entire set, and it's all over for Kozlix. However, if Kozlix manages to pull this one off, he still needs to win another.
Squared is doing a good job keeping pressure on there. Has actually put Kozlix in the orange already. Kozlix not having that extra defensive role, and gets a ground pound. Squared really far ahead right now. I was about to say he almost messed up there with the downlight, but the recovery didn't hit him, and able to get a ground pound read off of that.
After playing Kozlix for a couple matches, Squared is doing an excellent job of reading what he's going to do. Although Hammer is a new weapon that he has to play against, so we'll see how he fares against Kozlix's Hammer.
Yeah, I mean, Hammer is definitely a strong weapon, and it actually has been doing very well right now versus Squared. He's trying to look for something off the bottom. Hammer is quite fearful with that recovery and that ground pound, just being so good on the edge and not taking too much to get a nice kill. If you can get somebody's recovery, it can be devastating. But yeah, Koslik's actually putting that hammer to good use. We've seen him playing a lot of lance and not a lot of sword. Maybe we'll see a little bit more hammer than the lance even. Depends upon how this goes. Squared playing very cautious right now. Great weapon throw read there. Just throwing the weapon up and waiting for Koslik to walk into it and then following it up with a recovery so he can grab the weapon again. I haven't actually really seen people do that before. Just nice signatures, and not like the moves, but like nice signature things that players are doing.
Definitely. And although Kozlix did manage to pick up the Squared's knockout with that hammer, Squared has definitely racked up a lot of damage on Kozlix and now knows to avoid those hammer side airs. Kozlix switching back to Lance is doing a nice job of getting off damage on Squared, but Squared is still keeping the advantage. We've seen one down sig from Kozlix so far. And Squared, weaponless, is not willing to approach, although does pick up the bow. And both players are unwilling to approach. Kozlix knows that this is the last game. If he loses this one, Squared picks up the W and Kozlix loses. And Squared knows it too, so both players are trying their best right now. Side air from Kozlix almost knocks out Squared. Both players not wanting to approach, but Squared does pick up his bow.
Sad that recovery from Kozlix for the kill move. Both players looking for a kill move. Kozlix ended up finding it. Squared something. Needs something. Not quite sure what it's going to be. He has a sword here. Goes for down sig. Not quite going to get the read. Kozlix punishes off of it though. Gets some good damage in with the lance. Kozlix going for a recovery. Gonna be kind of risky. Squared able to take it down with 2 down airs. It's almost even. See what Kozlix does.
Kozlix with his lance once again, and Squared with the sword. We've already shown that Squared prefers his bow over his sword. We'll see if he picks up a bow again. Damage is still pretty even, although Squared has taken a little bit more damage than Kozlix. Kozlix hits a side light into recovery. Side server from Kozlix does not connect. Squared's playing this very carefully.
Yeah, Kozlix ahead seems to maybe be getting a little bit greedy there with the side sigs and things. They're really rewarding if they pay off, but high risk, high reward does get punished there. Down sig coming up from Kozlix. Who would have guessed? Squared looking for something, just playing really safe, using weapon throws, using his dodge as well, jumping a lot. Gets side aired though by Kozlix.
And Kozlix gives that wave as he flies off the stage.
Can we take note? Kozlix only used 2 down sigs that game, I think, unless I missed one. Could somebody just write that down real quick for me? Thanks.
Kozlix is Scarlet. He was able to adapt to Squared's Koji. That was proving to be a problem in previous matches. We'll see if Squared is able to bring this back around, this next game, especially because Squared only needs 1 more win. However, so does Kozlix. It's 2-2. A match could still go either way. We'll see if Squared whips out some new strats.
Looks like both players will be keeping with the same characters. Kozlix keeping with the Scarlet, Squared keeping on the Koji. It is 2-2 right now in the best of 5, so whichever player wins this is going to take it on and advance to, I believe, losers semifinals to face Convict. It looks like Convict won the game versus Zexus in losers quarterfinals.
Two, one,
All right.
Squared getting an early lead in damage here, picking up the weapon, doing a little bit. Koslix, though, actually making it back and then some with pretty much just the cider. Just the force on the hammer plus the Scarlet is very, very overwhelming. Does a lot. Squared's got to be careful because he's going to take a lot of damage fast. He's got to find something here.
Koslix throws out the hammer surprisingly in favor of the bow. That hammer has proved to be a problem for Squared, although Squared has shown a decent job of handling that lance. Squared is doing a nice job of evening up the damage against Koslix. Koslix is getting off a few light hits here and there. It's not enough to knock out Squared just yet. Sidelight into recovery. Squared needs to do some more damage. Squared picks up the sword again. Another sidelight into recovery from Koslix manages to pick up the kill onto Squared, giving him the early lead. Koslix does not have that much damage on him yet.
Squared here has been doing well, but he's got to play, I think, a little bit more careful and find something a little bit more to start to pull ahead. He's getting... Oh!
Wow!
The side sig there, very well placed from Squared. Gonna take out Koslix. He's got to start doing that. That's gonna be what's gonna start to bring it ahead for him. He's got to start going for things like that are just gonna throw Koslix so off guard that it starts to bring him ahead. Yeah, Koslix ahead here, hitting some big damage moves just with that hammer and that really high force Scarlet.
Squared struggling to get the same damage off on Koslix that Koslix is getting off on him, although he does get a nice bow read. Koslix is just too much for Squared so far. He's got to make his choice. He's either got to start playing more aggressively or start playing more carefully, because this in-between that he's at right now is not faring too well for him. Hits a recovery. Goes for the neutral sig, but Koslix does not dodge into it. Gravity canceled neutral light from Koslix. That was an interesting choice, although it does end up connecting. Neutral sig from Squared almost knocks out Koslix along with a side sig, but Koslix does manage to get the kill onto Squared, giving him the lead again with the side air. There's a chance that Squared could pull this back around, but it's not looking too good for him right now.
Yeah, Squared isn't actually that far behind,
Yeah.
other than that side light. I mean, he pretty much just needs a kill move here, and it's even. Koslix, though, with all that force, if he can hold on to the stock and just put in a couple hits, maybe a couple siders or something, it's gonna be big.
That extra stock to hang on to can make all the difference to racking up damage or not, because Squared is struggling to get these killing blows off on Koslix. Koslix doing a nice job with that hammer, these hammer side airs, racking up hits. Squared hits an unarmed side air, but it's not enough to knock out Koslix. Koslix is doing a nice job of avoiding what Squared is throwing out. Squared seeming to get a little bit desperate now. Has to put in some work soon. Sidelight into recovery, goes for the ground pound. And manages to get back up on the stage. Wow, Squared is really struggling here, but does manage to finally pick up the kill onto Koslix with that unarmed recovery.
Again, as I said, if Koslix could do a little bit of damage on that stock and keep it there, it could be big. And he did that. He's going to get the recovery into the air with a nice stylish kill there. Good job from Koslix, just putting in that damage, recognizing with that force of Scarlet he could do that. Well played from both players. It's just good set to watch.
And we will be right back with the next set of matches.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Comphalla Summer Series. Again, if you have not checked it out, we have a donation link down below, and you can donate to help with further tournaments and everything. And I've been told that up soon we have a CC giveaway coming up, so stay tuned for that if you would like a chance to win. That will be going on in the Twitch chat. Right now, we have Tybo versus the Black Ninja in Winners Finals, right before Winners Grand Finals. Whoever wins this will go on to Grand Finals. Whoever loses this will go on to face the winner of Convict versus Kostelix for the other spot in the Grand Finals. Tybo versus the Black Ninja. Tybo on Hattori, the Black Ninja on
3,
Mirage.
2, 1, brawl!
We've already seen how Tybo has played with that Hattori against Kostelix a little while ago. He's already shown to be extremely proficient with that sword and spear. We'll see how the Black Ninja fares against this with his scythe. Tybo already has his sword, and Black Ninja picks up the scythe. But Tybo is getting off some nice reads here with the sword. Damage is pretty even still.
Yeah, much faster paced match than we've been seeing the last times. Both players playing really well.
Yeah, damage is still pretty even between the two. Nobody has really shown themselves to be the better player yet. Side sig from Black Ninja connects on the Tybo. And the recovery. Is that it for Tybo's first stock? Yes, it is. Black Ninja takes the early lead. Not too much damage racked up on him so far. Tybo has some work to do to bring this back around. We've already seen that Tybo spear is very good.
Yeah, I mean, Tybo's spear, his spacing is good, his reads are good, his play is good. He's been playing the game for such a long time that he's just got all these things ingrained into, like, the basics. He's a very solid player.
Definitely.
The Black Ninja, though, not to be underestimated, doing a fantastic job here with his own spear and scythe, putting out damage. Actually, ahead by quite a bit. If he could get Tybo's stock here, that'd be huge. Although Tybo is going to say no to that with a downlight recovery.
The Black Ninja, I'm surprised at how good of a job he's doing at racking up damage on the Tybo. Although things could turn around at any point, Tybo needs to start getting some more hits in. Maybe throw out that sword in favor of the spear, because the spear has definitely been working better for him. Black Ninja gets off a nice string with that scythe, almost knocking out Tybo. Does hit the recovery, but both players get knocked out. Black Ninja gimping himself with that scythe. And the game is extremely even once again.
Yeah, the Black Ninja hitting 2 dares there. Kind of going to start to widen that gap. Although Tybo coming back and saying, no, I got some damage of my own. Still really even. Thought it was kind of funny there. Just both the players died at the same time. Their weapons sitting beside them, and they started at either end. Just like the perfect everything is put back. Yeah, the damage is pretty even. Tybo actually bringing it out a little bit more. Looking for the kill. Gonna hit a side sig. Not quite able to find anything quite.
That gimp on himself from Black Ninja has really turned things around for him. He's gonna have to pull something out here if he wants to beat Tybo, as Tybo is doing an incredible job of racking up damage against Ninja. And that sword throw is the end of Ninja for the very first game. Things can still go either way, however, because Black Ninja has shown that he is not a simple pushover.
Yeah, Black Ninja pushing back over to that that Artemis that we saw him switch to earlier, maybe even feeling more comfortable with the pick. Good games from both players, very close. We'll see what Black Ninja does with this Artemis. Tybo, of course, sticking with that Hattori that he's been playing so strong. We'll see how it goes. Cool.
I'm surprised at Black Ninja's level for how well he plays Artemis, only a level 10.
Yeah, I mean, some players have a lot of time in the weapons, so when one of the new characters comes out, they don't need that much time to be able to get good. But I don't know. I haven't seen too many of the Black Ninja's characters that have very high level lance, although I could be wrong.
Yeah.
He's doing a good job with that scythe though right now. Someone couldn't quite find anything big, but
Tybo doing a nice job with that spear, getting damage off on Black Ninja, reading again and again, and Black Ninja attempting to avoid the edge guard ends up gimping himself. Tybo has a distinct advantage here. Black Ninja has some work to do to bring things back around.
Yeah, indeed. Black Ninja playing kind of interesting here. A little bit more stationary, going for some nairs that were actually hitting.
Any extra damage on Tybo, I'm sure Black Ninja is willing to take, even if that means playing a little bit strangely. Because Black Ninja knows he's going to have to do something incredible here to win, with Tybo being such a great player that he is.
Yeah, the Black Ninja Z? I didn't quite catch what happened, but looks like he just kind of fell there, leaving Tybo with a really big advantage here. Tybo is capitalizing on that advantage as well. Black Ninja just...
Yep. Tybo has already knocked Ninja down to his last stock. Let's see if Ninja's able to turn this back around. I'd be surprised if he did, because that shows some incredible play. Ninja manages to take out Tybo's first stock, but he is already at such a disadvantage. He needs to do a lot more than that to even up the game. Double recovery, unarmed recovery from Tybo, and Tybo picks up the sword again. Black Ninja is doing a decent job of getting more damage on Tybo. Let's see if we can keep this up without taking much damage from Tybo. Side air from Tybo knocks Ninja off. Ninja almost misses the stage, but does manage to get back up. Down air from Tybo, however, does not manage to pick up the kill, but the second one does, giving Tybo the next game. Well, it
like...
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I swear.
It seems like Black DC, Black Ninja DC, so that was a bot for a little bit. That's my bad for keeping up the commentary on that. So we're gonna try that one again, most likely. Well, I'm not too sure, because Black Ninja changed up his character again?
Yeah, going back to Mirage.
Well, they did seem to agree on 2-0, so...
Yeah, I do believe by tournament rules, if you disconnect at some point, unless the players come to an agreement, technically you have to resolve all connection issues within the first 10 seconds of the match.
Yeah, you're right.
But
all right.
Yeah, and he was back for the end of the match and was there for the beginning of the match. So anyway, both
actually the rule is that they need the first 30 seconds, not the first 10 seconds to DC.
Well, details. Anyway,
yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's irrelevant.
With a slight advantage here over the Black Ninja, but the Black Ninja hits a side sig there, and it's gonna take Tybo down, even though he's at a slight disadvantage of health. Or
Tybo's gonna need this last heavy hit to pick up the kill onto Black Ninja.
Yeah, Tybo's gonna hit a downlight recovery there to get the kill real quick.
The damage is evened up once again, although Tybo does have a little bit of a disadvantage. It can easily be turned around, as we've seen before. And is that the end? Did Black Ninja just gimp himself? He might be having some more connection issues again.
Yeah, I'm not sure if those connection issues. It looked like it could have gone either way, honestly. Either way, the Black Ninja did end up Zing. I do not believe it is a bot right now. Yes, it is in fact him. Tybo got to capitalize on that though. And yeah, I mean the lead for him is fantastic. The Black Ninja though putting in some good damage here.
Yeah, definitely. But Taibo does have the advantage and is slowly racking up more damage on the Black Ninja. If Taibo wins this one, it's all over for Ninja. And that may be for the better anyways because of Ninja's connection problems. But we'll see how this goes. Ninja does manage to knock out Taibo with the Clash. Interesting kill choice. But Taibo doesn't have too much work to do to knock out Black Ninja. Holds a down sig, does not connect.
I mean, the Black Ninja, even though he's Z'd there, he's been doing such a fantastic job just putting in damage on Taibo. Hasn't died yet, although he's in the kill percent. But if he could play this safe, he could start to take this back. Taibo is ahead 2-0 though, so if he doesn't do anything here, Taibo will be moving on. So it is scary. Taibo though is going to move on after hitting a downlight into recovery. Well played from both sides there.
Very well played, and we will be back after these commercial messages. Just kidding. All right, everybody, welcome back to the losers semifinal. This time we're with Kozilix again with the Roland pick versus Convict, like we've seen before, but this time with the Cassidy pick. We'll see how these two players fare against each other, especially with Roland's high defense, but Cassidy's high dex.
Yep, and again, whoever wins this will go on to the losers finals to face the Black Ninja for a spot at the grand finals. Hype.
And here we go with our first match.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Thunderguard Stadium is our map of choice. Convict already has his blasters, and Kozilix gets his well-known lance. Both players yet to get too many big hits on each other, feeling each other out.
Yeah, definitely a lot of feeling out in the neutral game. Convict getting a nice punish there. Convict just slightly ahead. Kozilix though going for those juggles a little bit with the nairs and the recoveries.
I'm sorry about that. Kozilix does manage to get the kill onto Convict, hitting that ground pound with the lance. He does yet to take too much damage himself. Let's see if Convict is able to turn this back around. Kozilix hits a side light into recovery, but misses the ground pound. Convict doing a decent job with those blasters of avoiding Kozilix's attacks. Convict does seem to be hanging out on the wall. Kozilix unwilling to approach. Convict picks up the hammer and is hanging out on the edge once again, both players unwilling to approach each other. Convict is going to have to move soon, though, especially with those wall changes. Ground pound from Kozilix does not connect. Two side airs from Convict, however. Hits the recovery, and that's the end of Kozilix's first stock. However, the match is still in Kozilix's favor, as he has racked up a little bit of damage on Convict.
Yeah, Convict's starting to take this back a little bit. Playing a little bit on an edge, kind of favoring it, and Kozilix doesn't seem to be going down too much. Getting a nair there. Kozilix going for the ground pound, not really going to connect with anything.
Yep, Kozilix throws out the lance in favor of the sword and knocks Convict down with a down air, but Convict manages to get back up pretty easily. Convict is going to have to touch the stage here soon, as he does. Kozilix does have the damage advantage and is continuing that lead. Hits the down air for the kill onto Convict, giving him a distinct damage advantage once again, as well as a stock advantage. Convict gets the hammer, throws out a neutral sig, which was not even close to hitting. Kozilix continues to rack up damage on Convict with that lance, while Convict struggles to get any hits off, although he does connect a side air into neutral sig. Convict is just running.
Yeah, Kozilix looking for a lot of nairs here, not really able to connect anything.
Now they're just both stopped.
Right, this is a little bit awkward, but you know, you kind of have to go with the flow.
Convict really does not want to be approached by Kozilix.
Is eventually punished there, although he gets double side air into the kill.
I guess that waiting does work out for him in the end, but he still has to take off an entire stock from Kozilix to win this match. Even if Convict loses this one, though, he still has the chance to bring it back in future matches. He is racking up some nice damage against Kozilix. Kozilix's sword does not seem to be working out too well against Convict's hammer. It may be worth swapping out for the lance once again.
Convict actually put a lot of damage on Kozilix so far. Kozilix is in the orange, same with Convict, so pretty much both players are on the kill percent after Convict was down. So that is something. Going to pick up the weapon here. Both players have weapons, both players looking for something. Convict playing very, very reserved.
Kozlik's just chasing after Convict. Convict is not wanting to approach. He's really wanting to keep on to this stock. Hits the side air. Kozlik does not connect the recovery. This game could go either way. Convict has done a nice job of getting back. Kozlik hits the side air into recovery with the early taunt. Does not pick up the kill on Convict. That early taunt may have been bad karma for Kozlik. He may lose this one. But we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, side light recovery again, really powerful move. Is true up to kill percent. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes for it again here. Surprised he's not using that. There you go, using that Lance hitbox there to throw down and get a hit on him, maybe even catch him off guard. And there's that side light recovery for the kill. Kozlik takes the first game over Convict.
Convict almost brings it back there in the end, but Kozlik does end up taking it. However, Convict does seem to have adapted pretty well to Kozlik's playstyle. Does seem like there's a little bit of conflict in the chat right now, waiting on players to pick their legends again. All right, and here we go into our next match. Kozlik with the Roland pick, and Convict with the Core this time around. He knows that hammer has worked out for him in the past. Haven't seen any of his gauntlets, though. We'll see how this goes. Core is a pretty slow legend, though. However, so is Roland. We'll see how these two fare against each other. I'm interested to see what Convict's gauntlet play looks like. Kozlik just hitting neutral air after neutral air onto Convict. A couple of clashes there at the end. Damage is still pretty even.
Yeah, both players are really even right now. Kozlik's looking for stuff out here. Looking for a kill off the bottom here, maybe? Not quite gonna find it. Convict going for a ground pound there. Going to miss and then get punished with a down air, which is going to end up knocking Convict down. Kozlik's taking it ahead, especially since he's got that Roland with so much defense. It's great to have that lead.
Yep, Kozlik has his lance once again, and both players are being careful about approaching. Convict has to be careful how he plays this, because if Kozlik wins this one, he only needs one more to take the win. Sidestick connects on the Kozlik. We get to see some more gauntlet play out of Convict now. Nothing too special seen too far. Kozlik is doing a nice job of racking up more damage onto that high defense core. And Convict, unable to get back up to the stage, side dodges instead of diagonal dodge, giving Kozlik a 2 stock advantage.
Yeah, Kozlik's pulling this one out real far ahead here. Convict just not able to find anything. It's almost like he's staring after nothing.
Maybe Core was not the legend of choice, as he himself dies. I'm not sure if that was lag or not.
Yeah, he just ended up seeing maybe some keyboard problems is what he's saying in the chat.
Yep.
But yeah, nevertheless, Kozlik did take that game, and he goes up 2-0. in the best of
Kozlix only needs
5.
to win one more to take the W. All right, and Convict seems to be hovering over that Sentinel, but ends up picking Ember. So
See what he does with it and how the pick affects his play.
he definitely does need a change, though, especially with the lead that Kozlix has above him. He is holding that gold Skyforged bow. We might see some nice bow play out of him. And here we go into the next match. If Kozlix wins this one, it's all over for Convict. But if Convict does manage to pull out some strats with this Ember, things could still turn around.
Yeah.
Nice guitar play from Convict so far.
Yeah, Convict seems like the guitars are a nice fresh pickup. He's doing well with them so far. Kozlix maybe looking to outspace him a little bit. Bo as well looks like a nice fresh pick. He's actually ahead right now. We'll see how he plays the rest of the match.
Recovery from Convict connects on the Kozlix. He has the damage advantage. And Convict picks up the guitars, and Kozlix, needing to pick up the lance, loses his sword. And Convict proceeds to lose his guitars. Sidelight into recovery from Kozlix connects, evening up the damage almost. Kozlix still a little bit less, but Kozlix does manage to even up the damage with that next sidelight into recovery. Convict knocks off with the side air, but gets killed by Kozlix's held recovery, giving Kozlix the advantage. But things just still go either way. Sidelight to recovery from Kozlix. Kozlix hits the ground pound onto Convict, 0 to deathing Convict's second stock.
That was a devastating, very fast stock there on Kozlix. I mean, it is devastating for Convict there. He's looking for more off the side here. Not really able to find too much, and Convict will take out the stock, but Kozlix is currently at a 2-stock advantage and the damage advantage. Definitely going to, I don't know, Convict's got to do something here to take it back. He does have guitars, he does have the gimp potential of guitars and bow, but Kozlix is not letting him have anything.
He is doing some nice damage with the guitars so far, though, and knocks him off with the bow. Misses the down sig. Kozlix doesn't need too much to finish off Convict at this point, though, and he has a whole nother stock to play around with, so it's not too bad if Kozlix takes some damage here. Unarmed recovery from Kozlix does not pick up the kill. Side sig from Convict connects on the Kozlix, does not manage to kill, but the recovery with the bow does. Convict may yet turn this around. We'll see if Kozlix manages to get off the final hit required to knock out Convict.
Yeah, Convict has actually been playing surprisingly well despite getting gimped there. Kozlix just needs some kill move real quick. Hits a lance there, maybe gonna look for a down air. No, go for the ground pound, didn't quite hit. Convict though, doing a good job. There is a potential for a reverse 3-stock here. All Kozlix needs is some kill move, a downlight into almost anything, except for a failed jump side air would kill there.
If Convict pulls off this reverse 3-stock, I'm gonna be very impressed. Side sig almost knocks out Kozlix. Another side sig gives Convict the reverse 3-stock. Very well played on Convict's side, especially with those keyboard problems he complained about. But Kozlix does have quite a bit of room to play around with.
That was definitely a good reverse 3-stock right there. Kozlix just got to step up his game. Might have let his guard down a little bit there.
Yep, that was crazy. And we should be moving into the next match here relatively soon. Kozlix only needs to win one more. And Convict does stick with that Ember, as it's proved to be very useful to him, as we've just seen. We'll see if Kozlix is able to adapt to this or not in the next game.
I wouldn't be surprised. Kozlix has a lot of force here, and Convict doesn't have a lot of defense. So I wouldn't be surprised if Kozlix kind of thinks about that and capitalizes on that a little bit more. As I say that, though, putting in some nice damage here on Convict.
I'm sure that Kozlix isn't too happy about the way that last game went. Hopefully the rage doesn't get the better of him, although we'll have to see what happens. Oh, and here comes the down 6. Neutral Stick from Kozlix does not connect. Convict struggling to rack up that much damage on Kozlix. Recovery connects. Kozlix struggling to get this kill move onto Convict. Convict doing a nice job of evening up the damage once again. However, the side light into recovery is going to be enough to take off Convict's first stock.
Convict looking for something on Kozlix here, not quite able to find anything. Gets a recovery. Looking. Neutral Sig's gonna connect. Not gonna kill though. Oh, will kill actually. Kozlix couldn't quite make it back to the stage. It is an even game right now.
Unarmed side sig on cut from Kozlix. Picks up the hammer once again. We'll see how this fares against Convict's bow. Kozlix has a pretty decent hammer, although we've been seeing mostly lance out of him so far. As well as this is his first Scarlet pick this set of matches. Kozlix already has the damage advantage, although not by enough, not by a lot now. Side save from Convict. Kozlix almost gets off a Russian Mafia, but not quite. Side save from Convict connects. And the damage is evened up again. Wow, Convict has really pulled this back.
Both players just trying to find some kind of kill move here. Both of them quite heavily damaged. Kozlix a little bit less so than Convict. Nair's almost killing here from the lance. Convict, though, connects with the recovery there. Not quite going to kill. Nair isn't going to kill either. Side air into weapon throw, not quite gonna kill, but the side air, yeah. Kozlix doesn't have enough to get back. Kozlix doesn't have to do much to get the kill off here, but Convict is in fact in head.
If Convict wins this one and the next one, he's gonna win this set of matches, and I'm sure Kozlix is not gonna be too happy about this one. However, if Kozlix wins this one, it's all over for Convict, so Convict has to be careful on how he plays this. Kozlix doing some nice damage with that lance, hitting the side sig, which you rarely see. Nice side light into side air.
Yeah, racking up some nice damage here with that 7 force versus the 3 defense. Definitely putting in a lot more damage than Convict has. Not that Convict can't put in that damage, but it takes a little bit more effort for Convict too. Side light recovery not quite gonna hit there. Kozlix really a side sig or something could take him out here. Side light recovery is not enough to kill, but a nice place sig or a ground pound could. Whereas Convict's got to put in a little bit more work before he's gonna have a kill move open to him.
Nice side air from Kozlix does not quite pick up the kill on the Convict. Kozlix tries to go for the edge guard, but misses. Convict connects with the down sig, giving Convict the next win. Kozlix has to be careful how he plays this next one, because if Convict wins, it's all over for Kozlix. We had thought we had seen an early winner in Kozlix, but Convict has definitely turned things around with this Ember pick.
Yeah, I mean, Convict switching up to that Ember is definitely a really good choice. He's been doing really well. His reads have been solid. His play has been solid. It's been good. We'll see how he does.
Definitely. We're waiting for Convict to pick his next legend. Convict's asking for a sec or two to calm himself down. We'll see how this goes. I'm definitely surprised at Convict's bow play. We didn't see much of that before. What was the legend that he was using to begin with again?
I believe he was using Cassidy.
That's right, he was using Cassidy. We don't see either of those weapons on Ember. But he is showing some good playing with this Ember pick. Here we go, into the final match. This is the one that decides who wins this. Kozlik sticking with Scarlet, and Convict sticking with Ember.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Here we go into the deciding match.
Looks like for a start, everything's kind of even across the board. Both players have weapons. Both players have gotten a little bit of damage off. See where it goes from here. Convict looking for something. He's gonna hit a Sair. Kozlik hits a Sair. Kozlik's building up some damage with the sidelight recovery, but again, still pretty even across the board.
Damage is extremely even. Nobody has pulled ahead yet. Kozlik has to be careful how he plays this one, because Convict could win. And I wouldn't be too surprised if he does, especially with the way he's been playing. Kozlik struggling to get a lot of hits in with this lance. Nothing decisive has happened yet, slowly racking up damage on each side. Side sig from Convict onto Kozlik's almost hits him out. Missed the recovery, hits the side air. Convict does take off Kozlik's first stock, however.
Yeah, Convict has been doing really well here, and it's, I think, the first game we've had where he's actually taken the first stock off, which is looking good because he's taken those anyway. So, Convict looking strong here. Kozlik's got to step up his game a little bit. Gonna hit a hammer there. Not gonna follow up though, but Convict didn't make it back. I don't know what happened there.
Ran out of jumps and recoveries.
Yeah.
But Convict did manage to get a little bit of damage off on Kozlik's, and that could be the deciding factor in a lot of times. So we'll see how this goes. Convict has his guitars, which is definitely not his favorite weapon, which he does indeed throw away. I'm sure Kozlik's is going to be guarding that weapon like crazy. But Convict does manage to pick up the bow, but Kozlik's did rack up some nice damage with that lance onto Convict. Sidelight into recovery. Side sig from Convict does not connect on the Kozlik's, however the down sig does. Recovery from Kozlik's connects, and the damage is extremely even again. Kozlik's does manage to pick up the kill onto Convict with that lance recovery.
Yeah, Kozlik's has actually started to bring this back a little bit ahead here. I mean, we're not gonna count Convict out of this at all because we've seen what he's done, but Kozlik's though actually ahead by quite a bit now. If he hits some sig here, Convict might be out.
Yep. Kozlik gets knocked off the side from Convict. Sidelight into recovery though. Kozlik has definitely taken a major lead here. And the neutral sig is enough, giving Kozlik his win. Convict was close to bringing it back, but Kozlik does manage to bring it back around.
Wow.
And
both players played really well. Convict especially playing very, very well in those couple games, but sadly couldn't take it out. Kozlik's played really well as well. Looks like next we'll have Kozlik's going on to Losers Finals to face the Black Ninja to decide who will face Taibo in the Grand Finals. We will be right back.
All right, everybody, welcome back to our final match. This is our grand finals match with Kozilix versus Tybo. Unfortunately, the Black Ninja had to go, so Kozilix automatically wins that one, which means that Kozilix and Tybo will be facing off in the grand finals match.
Yes, indeed. Plenty of hype for this match. Great to see Kozilix. Great to see Tybo. Again, both very high-ranked players here to face off. It's hype.
Yep. It'll be interesting to see if Tybo sticks with that Hattori or if he decides to do something different. Oh, and here we go.
As well, on the side to note, we did hit 100 followers, and we will be doing a CC giveaway for the end of the stream, so you can check out the chat for details on that. Go ahead and join in if you wanted a chance for winning that community colors code.
Here we go. Tybo has already picked up his spear. Kozilix with the lance, and both players are definitely going to be playing extremely careful this game, as this could rack up a lot of points for the championship.
Yeah.
Tybo doing a nice job of edge guarding.
Indeed, Tybo has put in some damage, but Kozilix put in quite a bit more. Neutral sig there. Gonna hit Tybo. Not gonna kill, but...
I'm surprised that connected, to be honest. It hit right at the edge.
I think he just was not expecting it at all. It was a very out-of-the-blue sig.
Spontaneous, yeah. Sidelight into recovery is going to be enough to take off Tybo's first stock, giving Kozilix the advantage. However, this is what we have been seeing with a lot of the matches that Kozilix has played in. He's taken the early lead in the first matches, but it hasn't taken too much time for his opponents to warm up and start adapting to his playstyles. We'll see how Tybo is able to manage against Kozilix's Lance in the future.
I mean, as you say that, Kozilix has been doing a good job here, just putting on pressure and doing damage to Lance. Tybo, though, starting to shut it down a little bit. He's going to hit a sidelight side air there, pushing him towards the edge, not really able to capitalize on it. Tybo, though, side air bouncing off the stage into a weapon throw, and then a side air when Kozilix tried to get back is going to secure him the kill. It's not terribly far behind, but Kozilix does have a lot of force in the Scarlet.
Neutral Sig does not connect. However, any Sig or heavy hit onto Tybo will be the kill. Not too much work is needed from Kozilix to bring Tybo down to his last stock. However, Tybo, on the other hand, needs to put in some work. Sidelight into recovery does not pick up the kill. However, the second one does indeed, giving Kozilix the stock advantage. Only in yellow on his second stock, things are not looking too good for Tybo in this first match. However, things could go either way still. Kozilix tries to go for the side Sig, but misses, and Tybo is not managing to finish up a lot of these spear strings. This could be a 2-stock from Kozilix.
Yeah. Tybo, I don't know, he hasn't been putting on quite as much pressure with the strings. It seems he's been doing a good job playing, just the strings haven't been connecting as much. Gonna hit a side Sig there. Kozilix, getting back successfully, but Tybo's doing a good job keeping him away from the weapon and away from the stage. Down Sig gonna connect there from Tybo.
I'm sure it'll take... Go ahead.
Tybo in kill percent on his last stock. Kozilix with a fresh stock here. We'll see how it ends. Side air from Kozilix. Gonna take out Tybo in the grand finals.
I'm sure it'll take Tybo a little bit to warm up, though, since Kozilix just came back from playing. I'm sure we'll see some more good gameplay out of Tybo as we continue forward. It'll be interesting to see whether he sticks with the Hattori. No, yeah, he goes with the Yumiko this time around. Hammer against hammer.
Yeah, Tybo, for those of you who don't know him, plays a lot of Yumiko. He's been playing a lot of Yumiko. You can see he's got a level 44 Yumiko, and Yumiko hasn't even been around that long. He's a great Yumiko player, plays at a very high level with Yumiko. Same thing with Hattori. It should be a hype match.
Definitely should. As we continue forward, Tybo gets the bow immediately and gets some nice hits off onto Kozilix, weapon guarding that weapon. But Kozilix does manage to pick up the hammer.
Kozilix is doing a good job there with the Sair spacings, just keeping Tybo at bay. Tybo kind of just fishing for something here with the bow, maybe a downer or something, an opportunity to kind of string. It's going to hit a little bit, but not as much as I think he was hoping for. Down light and neutral light will connect. Looking for something slightly ahead here.
Tybo's gravity cancel side Sig does not connect onto Kozilix. Clash there. Sidelight and recovery from Kozilix does not pick up the kill onto Tybo. Both players in red. Things should still go either way. Tybo picks up the hammer and hits a Sair. Another Sair, and that picks up the kill onto Kozilix, giving Tybo a little bit of an advantage, but things could still go either way. Tybo could use this opportunity to rack up some damage onto Kozilix. Double down Sig with that hammer. And there's another one, but Kozilix does hit the neutral air, knocking Tybo up pretty far. However, it's not enough to kill. Another down Sig, but Kozilix picks up the kill with the side air on the hammer.
Yeah, I mean, the stocks are pretty much even here. Tybo was slightly ahead, now slightly about. He's evened it up in damage. It's kind of hard to commentate while things are going on, as you say. But, you know,
definitely.
Maybe if the players would just stand still for a minute and just let me say what I want to say. Okay, Tybo, though, coming with a side Sig. A couple extra hits, putting in a lot of damage. He's already got Kozilix up to the red. Tybo in the yellow. Quite impressive.
Taibo's doing a nice job against Kozilek's playstyle. Like I said, he just needed a little bit of a time to adapt. But Kozilek might bring things back. He's evening up the damage once again with that unarmed play. Double neutral light. But side stick from Taibo does manage to pick up the kill onto Kozilek. Kozilek has some work to do to bring this back around. However, both players can afford to lose a match, although Taibo only one more. Nice string from Taibo.
Yeah, and a good follow-up off that string, getting a sider for a read, putting him onto the edge, putting him more in danger, and then getting another read when he gets back onto the stage for a string. Taibo putting that bow to great use here. Kozilek can't really capitalize on it. Gonna get a ground pound, though, to take out his stock, but he is in the orange, and Taibo has been such a strong force here. He's got to do some string here to pull it back.
Definitely. Taibo struggling against Kozilek's lance all of a sudden. Taibo doesn't need too much more to pick up the kill, but Kozilek could easily turn this around as he's showing that he's doing pretty well. However, down light into side air. Knocks Kozilek off the side stick, but misses. But Kozilek does his downlight in the wrong direction, giving Taibo the next match.
Man, that was a good game. Taibo definitely played strong there. I want to clarify real quick, because there seems to be some confusion in the chat. The way that the grand finals works is it is a best of 5. Now, if the person that came up from the losers bracket, which is currently Kozilek, so Taibo is in the winners bracket side, Kozilek came up from the losers bracket. If Kozilek wins the first best of 5, it resets and it's another best of 5. If Taibo wins, Taibo just wins. Anyway, Taibo with the hammer already, putting in some nice early damage onto Kozilek. Kozilek with the lance. Well, let's get ready to rumble.
Thank you for clarifying that, because I wasn't too sure about that myself. Alright. As we continue forward, Taibo has a slight damage advantage on Kozilek, like you said, doing some nice work with that hammer. Kozilek struggling to get off hits, but Taibo gives himself as he hits his head on the bottom of the stage. Unfortunately for him.
It's gotta hurt. Yeah, he went down to get a recovery or something and just bumped his head on the stage, and Kozilek saw that and jumped on it and got a ground pound. It's gotta be tough. I know it's tough when it happens to me when I'm playing, and it's frustrating. Taibo, though, looking really aggressively to just get payback. It's something from him off the edge. Not quite able to find anything, but doing a good job evening up the damage.
Taibo can afford to lose one more match here, but then he has to start playing bringing things back around if he wants to. However, if Taibo wins this one, Kozilek has to look out. Nice ground pound from Kozilek. Will we see the reverse 3 stock from Taibo? We'll have to see. Recovery does not connect. Kozilek picks up the hammer. Taibo struggling to get this killing blow. Recovery connects. Side sig does not. Kozilek goes for the ground pound, and Taibo hits the recovery and barely manages it to get back up on the stage. We'll have to see how Kozilek fares against Taibo. Nice read. Kozilek struggling to pick up this weapon as Taibo is doing an incredible job of weapon guarding it, almost taking Kozilek down to his last stock. Already in red, Kozilek is down.
Now, I know Taibo is a monster, but Taibo on this bow against Kozilek, he's just been doing so well. He's been so strong. He's been getting great reads. He's been getting great strings, great follow-ups, just great play overall. It's still going to be tough, I think, to win this against Kozilek. Like, Kozilek is a strong player, and he's been using that lance really well, and he's already put in quite a bit of damage against Taibo. But Taibo, though, has pretty much evened it up here.
Yeah, definitely.
Just going to town with that bow, doing a fantastic job. There's that delay right there.
But Taibo denies Kozilek the neutral sig, and Taibo takes the next game. Reverse 3 stock.
Wow, Taibo played very, very well there. Just so surprising how well he did there. That side air just devastating at the end. Just that bow play. I wouldn't be surprised if he played almost bow the entire game.
Yep, and that weapon guarding that weapon on the second stock was necessary to keep Kozilek from racking up more damage onto Tybo, since he was not able to weapon guard on Kozilek's last stock. He had to do what he could with it bow, and it did pay off in the end.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised right here if Tybo again just went for that bow and just stuck with it. I mean, the bow went so well that game. He just played with it fantastically. Some of the best bow gameplay I've ever seen.
Definitely.
Just the mix-ups, like right there, into a string, and Kozilek didn't even dodge out of that string. He hits a side air there. Kozilek's putting on some pressure. He's getting through, misses a down sig, although he ends up putting Kozilek with the air down to that down sig. Just
Yep.
Great gameplay. If you're learning bow, just watch this man play.
Down air.
That. Just look at, he side lights. This is a classic one. Side light into a down light, or side air into down air, off the stage, just to spike your opponent down. It's fantastic. Just
Tybo loses the bow though, and picks up another. Kozilek really has to start playing better if he wants to win against Tybo's bow. Tybo is just going insane with this bow right now. Kozilek's struggling to get off any hits at all. He did get off a few nice hits here and there with the lance last stock, but he needs more than that to take out Tybo's stock. Tybo already putting Kozilek in yellow. But Kozilek does pick up the kill onto Tybo. Things are not looking too good for Kozilek, especially with that insane bow play. However, Tybo does need to go through 2 weapons here to get back to his bow.
Tybo, I mean, he does have to go through weapons to get back to his bow, but he's doing well with the hammer.
Definitely.
Putting in so much damage onto Kozilek. I don't even think he needs the bow anymore. Kozilek's been like figuring out how to destroy, get around the bow, and now he's switching to hammer, and Kozilek has to remember how to play against hammer. Doing good. I would be surprised if he just stuck on the hammer for a little bit. Maybe switches back to bone a little bit. Although Kozilek is putting in some nice damage here. Tybo, gravity cancel downlight into a ground pound. Putting in some damage. Not quite gonna kill though.
Side sig does not connect. Side air does connect, however. Kozilek did not get his recovery blocked in time to get back up. He does manage to get back up and kill Tybo with the side light into recovery. However, Tybo does not need too much to knock off this last stock on Kozilek. Yep, there it is. The side sig on hammer manages to take off Kozilek's last or second to last stock.
Not at all surprised there. We watch him get the kill with the hammer and then instantly pick up that bow and just stick with it. Already gotten 2 sares with it in a row, mind you. Just his bow gameplay right now is so fantastic.
Sidelight into recovery on Kozilek. He has to be careful how he plays this now, especially because if Tybo wins this, it's all over for Kozilek. Kozilek has a lot of work to do though to bring it back because of the amount of games he has to play with Tybo to win. Almost hits the read. Kozilek goes for the side light into recovery, almost for the kill, but the second recovery is enough, giving Kozilek the win on this next game.
And that does make it 2-2 in the grand finals. That means if Kozilek win, we go into a bracket reset, which means we go back to 0-0, clean slate, another best of 5. If Tybo takes this one out, Tybo will win the grand finals and the tournament.
This match could go either way. Kozilek has shown he can adapt to Tybo's insane bow and hammer play, so we'll have to see how this last match goes.
Yeah. I think both of them feel confident. I want to see more of this bow. That bow.
And here we go into the last match of this set.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Tybo getting the hammer first, not the bow. But we've seen him put that hammer to really good use. Maybe not feeling as comfortable without the bow. Kozilek though just keeping him spaced really well. Tybo though following up with some extra damage of his own, but not able to get too much. Kozilek's side light recovery, side light recovery, side light recovery. Down Dancing. Who would have guessed?
And there it is. Kozilek basically takes off Tybo's first stock completely clean, only racking up a little bit of damage early game. But now that Tybo has his bow, we'll see if he's able to turn things back around against Kozilek. He's definitely shown that he's capable of doing so.
Yeah, I mean, definitely that bow has been so powerful. Have I said the bow is powerful? Look at the triple Sair!
And there it is.
He blocks the recovery to get the kill on Kozilek, pretty much evening the game up.
Incredible plays by
Triple
Tybo.
Sair! I want to see you go into ranked and try and do 3 Sairs in a row with somebody off the stage. Go do it with the bow. Go ahead, try it. It's not easy, man.
Neutral sig from Kozilek connects, is tempting to hit some more recoveries, but Tybo is doing a nice job of avoiding what Kozilek is throwing out. Kozilek does have the damage advantage, but Tybo has shown his versatility. However, Tybo does hit his head on the stage again, and does not manage to make it back up. Kozilek has a bit of an advantage, but let's see if we can see anything like that triple Sair we just saw. There's one. Nope, not that time around.
Not quite. Maybe a Sair into a dare or something.
I'll have to see.
Something's gonna hit a side sig here, putting Kozilek towards the edge, looking for those side airs just to kind of spike him down and look for your thing. That's all. Hits a side sig, hits a down air. Doing a great job just juggling Kozilek around the weapon, not even letting him pick up the lance. Although he throws away that hammer and opts for the lance, which is not surprising at all with what we've seen Kozilek doing. Down sig.
Tybo has to be careful about the amount of damage he's taking right now, though, if he wants to not go into the bracket reset. And Kozilek has not managed to make it back up. Let's see if Tybo can pull off a clean 0 to death here.
I mean, with how his bow has been, I would not be surprised. I would be surprised if he could do it now, though, as Kozilek gets the recovery for the bracket reset, going back to 0-0. Tybo.
All right.
Like
and no break this time. We're just jumping right into the next one.
Honestly, this is going to go either way. Both the players have been playing fantastic.
Tybo moves back to his Hattori this time around.
Yeah.
He knows that Yumiko has stopped working as well for him as it has in the past, so he's going to try some new strategies.
Yeah, the bow is gone. I am sad. But Tybo with the Tori has been very strong. He's had a fantastic spacing, good adaptation. See how it works out for him. Might even be a good mix-up for Kozilek, as Kozilek has kind of started to adapt over to the bow and the hammer, and now he's going to have to adapt back to the Hattori.
Yep. Tybo doesn't have much left to adapt to, though. He's been playing as the Scarlet over and over again. But Kozilek just shows how incredible he is with this lance, as he's not letting Tybo get back up to the stage. He gets hit after hit on the Tybo, and there's nothing that Tybo can do about it. Hopefully we see some more good spear play out of Tybo, as he has some work to do to even the matchup out again. Double side air knocks Kozilek very far off the stage, but is managed to get back up.
I just want to note that Tybo just did 4 side airs in a row. Not only with bow, but you know, he does it with spear as well. Not all of them connected, but he will get a downlight recovery there to connect for the kill, opting for that sword there, throwing with a spear. Looking like he's gonna feel more comfortable with it. Is behind by the kill percent damage, now a stock after getting neutral sigged by Kozilek.
Might I take this opportunity to remind that all donations to the stream goes to supporting the stream and to the tournament prize pools, so make sure to consider it. So we continue forward in this match. Tybo is a stock down, struggling to get any damage off onto Kozilek.
Yeah, Kozilek's hitting a lot of side lights into side airs, or also side airs. He also hit a side light into side air, I think. And it's building up a lot of damage fast, not side lights into recoveries, no, side lights into side airs, and maybe going into a side light for recovery for a kill. But yeah, Tybo, I mean, he's doing damage, but I don't think it's quite enough. Kozilek has got him in a sticky situation here.
Definitely.
Neutral stick did connect, but not quite a kill yet from Tybo. Maybe looking to something to take him down.
He's not doing too bad of a job of racking up damage on Kozilek and avoiding Kozilek's hits. Does not go for the side air.
Fun animation. Anyway, that was a great interrupt there, and a side air, not quite gonna kill. Maybe looking for another one, not quite. There you go. 3 side lights in a row or side airs in a row that time.
Let's see if Tybo is able to pull off this win, this kill. I doubt he's going to be able to because of Kozilek's insane hammer and lance play, just like that.
Player 2 wins.
And here we go into the next one. Kozilek has definitely pulled things around. Tybo's struggling here in the bracket reset. Let's see if he goes back to Yumiko or sticks with Hattori. Sticks with Hattori, it seems.
Yeah, looks like he's gonna stick with that Hattori pick. I'm surprised he didn't go back to the bow. I liked the bow. Even like a Koji or something, I'm not sure quite who he plays. But I wouldn't be surprised like a Koji or wait, that character. I was gonna say the character with the bow and the spear. Thanks, BMG. Anyway, sticking with the same things, we're going to map banning. Small Mammoth, Blackguard, and Twilight are all open. And looks like we'll be going into
Kozilek seems second.
Dramatic
Not sure
suspense. Small Mammoth.
Here we go into the next match. Kozilek wins the next 2. He takes the win of the entire tournament.
2,
However,
1, brawl.
if Tybo wins the next 3, he'll take the win. So this
It's-
game,
Tybo's got a lot of work to do, but it is definitely not impossible, especially with a player of his caliber. We'll see how it goes.
definitely. It's unfortunate that he was unable to keep up that showing off with the Yumiko a while ago. Because if he was able to keep that up, almost a complete counter to Kozilek's playstyle, he would have been able to win. But now Kozilek's adapting. Tybo has decided to go back to Hattori. Kozilek manages to make it back off the stage after getting knocked pretty far off by Tybo. However, Tybo does have the damage advantage so far, interestingly enough.
Yeah, Tybo has been putting that sword to good work. I'm wondering, it looked like it was a little slip up there. I'm wondering if he actually was baiting out Kozilek. Just my observations, Kozilek, every time somebody's had a slip up, has gone right to the wall and ground pounded, and maybe he was recognizing that and decided that he would get the easy read on him just going right to the wall and punish on it. And if he was doing that, that is some godlike play. That is something that only the top players really think about. It's baiting and stuff like that is very hard to do and very risky if the person doesn't do what you're expecting them. But yeah, it was nevertheless good the way that Tybo handled that, if it was a slip up or if it was purposeful. Oh my god, almost taking him off the top. Dang.
Tybo is definitely showing what he's capable of right now. Sideline to recovery from Kozilek knocks Tybo up pretty far, but Tybo is doing a good job of staying alive and racking up damage. Like I've said before, this game could still go either way. Kozilek hits the sidelight into recovery, not quite for the kill still. Tybo doing a nice job of avoiding what Kozilek is throwing out. Showing some nice sword play and spear play. Tries to go for the downlight into recovery, but does not connect the recovery. Now both players are hesitant to approach. Side light into recovery from Kozilek, however, does manage to pick up the kill onto Tybo. However, Tybo does have this damage advantage. Picks up the spear again. Kozlix goes for the ground pound once again, just like you said. He was looking for slip-ups. And that is enough to knock Tybo down. Tybo's advantage is completely gone.
I mean, yeah, Tybo's been playing well, but sometimes ground pounds and things like that happen. I don't think he's got much to make it back here, especially with how strong he's been playing. Downlight into recovery or just side sig. Anything could do it. It's even right now.
Completely even. The game could go either way. Tybo has shown some incredible play, but so has Kozlix. Sidelight into recovery. Kozlix's seemingly signature move now. Damage is practically even, but this game is not deciding much. No matter who this game goes to, we still continue forward. Side air, from Kozlix. Another side light into recovery, as we all expected. Did not go for the recovery that time around after hitting a side light. Here's a side air from Kozlix, almost knocking out Tybo. Things are not looking too good for Tybo, and Kozlix does manage to pick up the kill with another side light into recovery. Finish things off with a flag taunt. And here we go into the next match. Tybo sticking with Yumiko this time, going back. Interesting choice, but I think it might work out for him, especially that Kozlix hasn't tasted much of his bow for a little while.
Yeah, that bow is really powerful. I don't know, Tybo's got to do something to switch it up. He was playing really well with Hitori, but something's got to just click, and he's got to do something. Otherwise, Kozlix might just have this. We'll see.
Definitely. Kozlix has hit several side lights here, but is loving his neutral airs this time around for some reason. Tybo with the hammer, not really getting too much damage off on Kozlix so far. If I'm not mistaken, if Kozlix wins this one, he wins the whole thing. Or is there still another?
Yes, Kozlix wins this. That is it. Tybo right now is hanging by a thread. Kozlix gonna get a side air there. Looking for something to kill, maybe. Side air to recovery would kill just about now. Down sig. Not gonna connect. Side air and recovery, just as I said, for the kill. I got the easy reads now.
But Kozlix has done an excellent job of bringing this game back around. Not just this game, but the entire set of matches.
Yeah, I mean, Kozlix has seemed to fall off. I think he faced Tybo earlier on in the tournament and ended up getting wiped out 3-1. But yeah, he started to bring it back. Definitely playing really well. Side sig there from Tybo.
Tybo does manage to even up the match once again, practically preventing Kozlix from getting any damage off on him. And now picks up the hammer once again. Both hammers going crazy with recoveries and ground pounds.
Yeah, I mean, hammer. Tybo looking for some damage here, slightly behind, but I don't think it's gonna matter much. Hits a down sig. Didn't really follow up on it because he falls over the edge. Going for another down sig. Maybe down sig? Oh, who would have guessed?
Sidelight into recovery from Kozlix. Tybo is not with the Tybo has the damage disadvantage as of now. Things could turn around very easily, as we've seen before. Kozlix doing a decent job of avoiding Tybo's attacks, but is still getting hit from down sigs here and there.
Yeah, both players pretty even right now. Kozlix, maybe an air into sidelight recovery. Nope, not quite gonna go. There it goes. True combo right there. Never guess how I knew he was gonna do. I'm a fortune teller, guys. I'm a fortune teller right here. Tybo gets a Sair, maybe looking for another Sair.
Oh,
that one was called after it happened. I'm not that much of a loser. Sorry. Yeah, have both players in the white on their last stocks here. If Koslix wins this, that is the tournament said and done. If Tybo wins this, we go on to another match, and it will be 2-1. Tybo has the bow. I want to see a triple Sair into a dare. There's one. There's a dare. Well, not quite what I imagined, but it's close enough.
Koslix is doing a good job at avoiding Tybo's bow play, seeming to be slightly predictable now. However, Tybo does have the damage advantage. Koslix can turn this around very easily with Scarlet's high attack.
Yeah, Koslix wouldn't take too much. We've seen the ground pounds that have been devastating, and Scarlet's signatures can kill pretty early.
Tybo is liking his down sigs all of a sudden.
Tybo putting in a lot of damage though. Hits a side air. Almost actually kills off the side. Gonna hit a recovery. That's gonna make it 2-1. Koslix up in the matches in the grand finals after the bracket reset. We're gonna go into the next match. It's gonna be Koslix with 1 game to win. Tybo with 2. I'm excited.
Definitely. With Tybo going back to that Yumiko pick, Koslix has to adapt all over again, and Tybo goes for Koji this time around. Maybe not.
Koji,
yep, he goes
Koji
with Koji.
Bow and the sword. That's what he's been doing.
Interesting pick. That hammer was working out decently for him, but he decided to move away from it, I suppose.
Yeah, the hammer was indeed working out well, but his sword and his bow have been very strong, so we'll see how this works out. Looks like we'll be going into the next game.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Tybo with the sword, weapon guarding Koslix just a little bit. But Koslix does manage to pick up his lance and start racking up that consistent damage onto Tybo, bringing him down to orange already. Koslix goes for the ground pound, does not connect. Side light into recovery, however, does connect. Another side light into recovery, not quite for the kill, but Tybo is struggling against Koslix all of a sudden. And that final side light into recovery does pick up the kill onto Tybo, giving Koslix an almost full stock advantage. Tybo with the sword again, struggling against Koslix's lance. Koslix getting off some nice damage with that lance, and doing a good job of avoiding Tybo's sword.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the switch would be good for Tybo, but it seems like maybe I was wrong. Koslix, side light recovery. Down sig. Vape Nash.
Continuous side airs. Tybo is struggling to avoid Koslix's attacks, although he does get a nice knockoff with the bow. Koslix almost kills Tybo with the recovery, but Tybo does manage to get back up onto the stage from that long launch. However, any heavy hit from Koslix will knock out Tybo, giving Koslix an almost complete stock advantage once again. Tybo's doing a nice job with his sword all of a sudden, though, seeming to better adapt to Koslix's playstyle. Koslix isn't as much of a lead as he was to begin with. And now that lead is almost completely gone. Wow, Tybo has done a good job of bringing this back around.
Yeah, Tybo, he is a really strong player, and he can start to take this back. Koslix hasn't been able to find a side light into side air. He's been finding nairs, but no side light into side air. Tybo, down light into recovery, not quite gonna kill, looking for something else. Taking the weapon, he's got a bow, gets a down sig, gonna get the kill, putting him ahead. Koslix has got a lance on the next pickup.
If Tybo can hang on to this stock, it's a good opportunity for him to rack up some damage onto Koslix. However, Koslix does manage to take off that stock with a side light into recovery.
Both players looking for something here. Very tense as this is a big game. Not as big as the 2-2, but it still is a 2-1. So for either player, that means a lot. Taibo slightly behind here, but it still is quite even. And as I say that, he's pretty much evening it up. Koslix hits a recovery. Going for another recovery in there. Nothing really hitting both players. Not really able to connect with too many things. Taibo gonna hit a side light. Not really able to capitalize on that off the edge though.
Damage is extremely even. Koslix can afford to lose this one, but Taibo cannot. Side light into side air knocks Taibo off the stage, and another side air gives Koslix the win, which means that Koslix wins the Week 1 Summer Series tournament.
Taking the tournament. Well played to Taibo for getting second place, and the Black Ninja for third place, and well played to everybody else that got top 8 and everybody else that played in the tournament.
Thank you all for stopping by. Let's check on this community color giveaway. Got to make sure that we finish this up before we end the stream. But yeah, it was interesting to see how Koslix adapted to Taibo's bow play. We didn't see too much of it out of Koji. We did see a lot of it out of Yumiko. Koji definitely didn't work out for Taibo, though. And here we go into the community color giveaway. And Whoopa Gangnam Style won the community colors. All right, I suppose let's end it off here. All right, thank you all so very, very much for stopping by. Congratulations to Whoopa Gangnam Style for getting those community colors, and congratulations to Koslix for winning this tournament. Thank you all for watching, and have a fantastic evening.
Bye-bye.